Okay. I'm here. Hey, okay. Breaking news on GameStop. Look, I'm Uncle Bruce, and this channel is called Stock Markets with Bruce, and I try the best way I can to explain what the hell is happening in the stock market in plain English. And I also help viewers of mine make a ton of money on the stock market by writing options. And if you're a regular, you know all that. If you're a regular, there will not be a Gold Bagel member alert show because I have no time. This is breaking news. It just hit, and I have to go live immediately to get everyone up to speed on what's going on. Okay, look, the stock is down right now about $5 a share, 5.60 a share. Doesn't matter. This is a blip. This isn't going to last very long. The street does not understand what is going on. They think they know what's happening, but I think they might be on the wrong side of this idea here. The company has made 3 separate press releases in succession and 3 separate filings, bang, 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 with the SEC. And you have to ask yourself this question. Why is GameStop interested in doing what they just did this morning by filing SEC filings where they're expected to lose money in the first quarter by like $20 million, although their sales and expenses have dropped by 50 million estimate in the first quarter already, which again, the street ignores. And why would they want to raise cash and dilute their shareholders and all this so-called talk that you hear about? Oh, GameStop is going to raise money because they're losing money. Oh, they got $1 billion in the bank. They're going to lose 20 million in the first quarter. So what? They have $1 billion in cash. Here's the game plan, kids. Don't forget the one little thing, and that is that Ryan Cohen, who is the CEO of the company, the chairman of the board of the company, and the company's single largest private shareholder, and a guy who doesn't pay himself any money to be the CEO and or director of the company. He might get some director of fees, which all directors get, but that's not the issue. The guy doesn't get paid millions of bucks a year. He has to deliver results for the corporation for the shares to go up in value so that he becomes richer, which is exactly what you want to know. Why is this guy, and this is Ryan Cohen talking, this is not anybody else, Ryan Cohen and his pals in Wall Street have put together a prospectus to talk about issuing either stock and or warrants and or rights offerings to the market to raise cash. Now, the key word here is warrants. I would love to see this company come out with a warrant offer where, those of you who don't know what this means, is if you're a shareholder of GameStop right now, you own 1,000 shares, 100 shares, whatever it is, every shareholder would be gifted warrants in the company. So for every share you have, you'd get a warrant, for example, something like that. And the warrant is like an option. It's a call option. And you'd be given it for nothing. And it would last for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. There would be a time frame for it to live. So it could be a 3-month option, 6-month option, something like that. And it would give you the right to convert the option into stock, and the stock would come from the treasury. In other words, you could buy stock from GameStop using a warrant to put more money in their pocket and give you more shares. Now, think about this. It might be that for every 4 warrants you have, you can buy another share. So there are 300 million shares out there, and they could issue 75 million shares, 1 for 4, a 25% dilution. And if they were to talk about a price of, say, I'll just say $30. I might be a little high here, doesn't matter. But if it's a $30 price, the shareholders of the company have the right to give GameStop $30 a share for 75 million shares in total. And that includes Mr. Ryan Cohen and his stock. But it also means that if you are short the stock, if you've shorted it, and there are 65 million registered shorters that we know of, and 1.5 billion rumored shorters that we are aware, you are now short a warrant. You have to acquire a warrant, or you have to acquire shares in the company in order for you to get warrants or not to be shorted warrants. In other words, if you're short 1 million shares of GameStop, you're now going to be short 1,000,000 warrants, and you need to buy 1,000,000 warrants to get out from underneath your short position, and you only have so many days to do so. And if you don't, you are now short an additional whack of paper. This is huge. This could be the single largest corporate short squeeze ever created by a company. In other words, just kind of let me go through it with you a little further. The stock's trading at 21 right now, all right? And we find out today or tomorrow that every shareholder is going to get warrants in the company. And or it could be rights. There's something known as rights, which are warrants that are really short term in time. They might be like 30 days. Warrants might be good for 90 days. Warrants can be good for a year. But I'm thinking 30, 60, 90 days is this whole package. If all of you were to be given warrants for a 4-for-1 deal at $30 a share or 25 a share, whatever they pick as a price, and it's a 4-for-1 deal, so they're only going to issue 75 million shares. Out of the 300 million, there'll be 375 million out, 380 million out. And Cohen announces that he is personally exercising all of his warrants. No matter what the stock trades at, he is exercising his warrants. He has 14 million shares or more, 14% of the company, pardon me. So he's probably got about 45 million shares. He announces that he's going to exercise his warrants. And if other major investors that are into the deal announce they are exercising their warrants, then those warrants aren't available for purchase to cover short positions. And if there are 65 million shorted warrants out there from the official short position, these folks either gotta buy the stock to get a warrant before the warrants are issued, or they have to buy warrants on the open market. Now that's where you come in. You guys, you have 1,000 shares of GameStop. You now have 1,000 warrants. If the shares are under the price of the exercise, it's like a contract that's out of the money, a call option, it won't have much value. And its value will shrink as each day goes by because it has a lifespan until it expires. However, if there's a demand for 65 million warrants from the shorters that officially are short this stuff, there's an underpinning of demand for the warrants. The shares themselves will go up in value. Why? Because they're going to be exercised at the price of the warrant, at the exercise price. If they pick $30, the stock could go to $30 a share, could go to $35 a share. If it goes to 34, just to pick a number that again is divisible here, stock trades at $34 a share, and it takes 4 warrants to buy a stock at 30. Your warrants are worth $1 each, because it takes 4 warrants to be able to buy a stock at 30, which is trading at 34. Your warrants are worth $1 each, plus the demand on top of that for the short squeeze and how many are required. If your warrants are trading at $1.50 to $2, you've just been given a $2 gift from the company, and you can sell those warrants. You don't have to exercise the warrants. These are tradable on the exchange. So now what we have is a short position on the warrants and a short position on the stock. And if the major shareholders of the company are saying we're going to exercise our warrants without even any reservations, the company's going to get $30 a share for 75 million shares. Again, theoretically, that's $2.25 billion in additional cash on top of the billion they got. That puts them at $3.2 billion in cash. And 370 million shares outstanding with $3.2 billion in cash in the bank puts the company's net worth on a per share basis at, I don't know, about $9 a share in cash, plus the business itself. That is what could be happening here right on this stock. We might be sitting on one of the largest corporate created short squeezes ever done. Now, I got to throw this at you. If there are 1.5 billion shares out there shorted on the so-called derivatives market, they're all short warrants as well. Now they have to cover their warrant. Where are you going to get 1.5 billion warrants from when there's only 300 million warrants created in the first place? Now we have a double short situation and a limited time frame in which to cover the shorts position. This is what I'm talking about. So I'm just looking at this market going, yeah, it's trading at $21 a share here, 21 something. It's down whatever per share. And again, the pre-market trading thing is going nuts. It's just going absolutely nuts. And the first reaction from professional promoters and professional shills and all kinds of nonsense. This is bad news? Oh God, they're diluting the company. Oh no, they're going to sell more shares. Oh no, no. I think this is a move by Ryan Cohen, who is not being paid any money and who's only a shareholder, to turn around and say, "Screw you, son of a bitches! You guys are short this stuff. Well, you're going to be short warrants now." And I would beg the company, please, just issue warrants to your shareholders, giving them the right to buy stock from your treasury. This will create a humongous short squeeze among the warrants and, of course, on the stock. It means I can see if the company comes out and says on next week, Wednesday, okay, all shareholders of a record on the close of Wednesday will receive warrants on Friday, next Friday, of the company, which entitles them for 90 days to exercise 4 warrants, 5 warrants, 3 warrants, however they want to do it. They want to raise sell 100 million shares into the market. It's 3 to 1. For every 3 warrants, you can buy a share of the company at a set price per share. And that could be $25 a share, 28, 30, 32, 35, 40, 50. They put whatever price they want on it. And this makes me sit back and go, holy crap. What if this thing is done at $40 a share? And they're talking about issuing 100 million shares at $40 a share. And half of all the shareholders have already committed to doing it. This just blows the stock out of the water, because it'll trade at a premium to that. And if the shares trade at a premium to 40, of course, everyone's going to exercise their warrants. They're all in the money. It's like a call option that's in the money. Of course, they're going to get exercised. You know that if you write a call option and the stock goes well above and beyond the call option price, you're going to get exercised. So, of course, the $40 issue isn't an issue. I'm throwing this out there as this could happen here. And I would recommend they go this way, because the worst case scenario is that you try to issue 50 million or 100 million shares into an open market, and you don't know what the price is going to be, and the stock gets hammered down by the shorters because they're thinking, there's 50 million shares coming out of the treasury, or 100 million out of the treasury way down here, and that'll crush the market back to $10 a share. I'm thinking to myself, why would Ryan Cohen do that? Why would Ryan Cohen, with $1 billion in cash, and a position where he's just cut expenses by another $50 million in this quarter, as he just released the 13-week update, why, excuse me, why would he do that? It makes no sense whatsoever. He's going to create a short squeeze. That would be his smart move, is not only get an interest in the stock and interest in people wanting to buy the stock, allowing short sellers to get out at 40 or more, my personal opinion, nothing personal, just my opinion, and doing it as a warrant offering and showing all shareholders a reward for being a shareholder by enjoying this little warrant run. And if the stock is exercisable at 30, and you can do 4 for 1, and it trades at 38, then the warrants are worth $2 each. If the stock trades at 42, the warrants are worth $3 each. Now, shareholders who can sell their warrants at $3 or $4 or $5 each, the first day they get them, for example, some of these shareholders are going to go, this is freaking great. I got 1,000 shares and I got 1,000 warrants, and I can get $5 each for them. That's $5,000. What a gift. That's right. And what do you do with that money? Well, you might buy more stock on the open market. If you buy stock at wherever it's trading at 28, 30, 33, 35, and you're helping the squeeze get worse. And if you're short 65 million shares, you're short 65 million warrants, and they're trading at $5 each, you're short $325 more million, another third of $1 billion you're in trouble on top of the position of your short as it is. If you're in the derivatives market, and you have been playing this game on a derivative side with multiple multiplying factors, we're talking about 1.5 billion shares that are out there shorted in the derivatives market. Now we have $1.5 billion warrants that are short at $5 each. That's a $7.5 billion problem on the derivatives market. They have to resolve that. That means you got to buy the stock, baby. You're going to have to pick up the paper to cover yourself. And oh my God, here we go. Like I said, Ryan Cohen, he's got the dough to buy his own stock. And he's motivated. Why wouldn't he want to buy his own stock using a warrants offering? Because he puts the cash into his own corporation, which he's the chairman of and CEO of, which he'll be managing. His shares, the ones he has, are worth way more money at 30 or 40 or 50 bucks a share on a squeeze or higher. Yeah, it makes sense to me. If he's sitting on a corporation that issues 100 million shares at $40 a share using a warrants offering that has been just jacked up by the biggest short squeeze of all time, he's got $4 billion plus $1 billion. He's got $5 billion in his company's account. He puts that to work at 5% interest, which anyone can get from a CD now. Shop around. This guy would bring in $250 million a year in interest. Hello? $5 million a week. The company would earn $5 million a week in interest, which is 13 weeks in a quarter, $65 million a quarter in earnings. The company's profitable just on its money. No matter what the stores are doing, they're making money just on interest. That's how big this is, and this is why I look at this price at $21.85, $21.90, whatever, and I chortle to myself and go, "Oh my God, does the market not know what's going on?" Yeah, they do not know what's going on. They have no concept at the moment. The shorters think they have won the war, and they're going to try to keep hammering this stock down here and nailing it down because they want to buy it back. So they're losing money. Remember, it was down to $10 for months. And are we talking about 165 million short or 1.56 billion short? Anywhere in between? I don't know. It's a great unknown. It is severe. It is huge. And now the buyers who are buying are trying to cover. There could well be some hedge funds here trying to cover right now very quietly and get their stock back, buy stock back, buy stock back. They might be losing $3, $4, $5 a share on this buyback right now. Their average might be 15, 14, 16, and they're buying back at 21, desperately trying to buy back so that they can cover. Because once this announcement is made, everyone who is short stock is short warrants, and everyone who's long stock is long warrants. And now here comes the insiders of the company and friends of the company saying, we're exercising our options. Could it be? Possibly. Again, I'm just going to throw this out there as I don't know, a brokerage firm from Wall Street might well say, we're buying every warrant. We'll exercise every warrant that the street doesn't want as a backstop to this deal. Now, if that happens, oh my God. The short sale, the short squeeze is complete. In other words, the shares could run to double the price of the exercise price. So if the company is saying we'll issue stock at 30 a share, 3-to-1, 3 warrants, you can buy stock at 30. That lets us issue 100 million right at this level, brings us $3 billion. And a brokerage firm in Wall Street, an investment banking firm, says we'll exercise every warrant that the shareholders don't want to exercise. They're playing a calculated game. Yeah, they're screwing 65 million shorters. That's where the money is coming from to make this deal done. The brokerage firm will not have to exercise any of the warrants. The street will exercise all the warrants to cover themselves. That will actually be the issue. Now, in the derivatives market, I have no idea how that's going to play out because that is the Wild West going in and going out and everything in between. But there could be a rush of outsiders coming in here to pick up the stock once they realize the position they're about to be put in by the corporation. This is where this could get really insane. And I say kudos to Ryan Cohen if you're thinking along these lines. This is a no-brainer, a way to raise billions of dollars for nothing by screwing these short sellers who are trying to screw you. I mean, look, it's nothing personal. It's just business, okay? Shorters are saying this company is going to zero. They're a loser. The company is saying, yeah, here's our 13-week, here's an update report on our first quarter. We're going to lose around $20 million so far, but we have $1 billion in cash. Oh, and we've cut our expenses by $50 million this quarter. This is what the street doesn't also fully appreciate, is that they are actually cutting their costs more than what they're losing in sales. Why are their sales down? They're closing stores. They're closing the losing stores that they have versus last year. This comparison that you're seeing on this press release this morning, if you're reading it, the press release is comparing the first quarter of this year to the first quarter of last year. Last year, they lost, was it 100 million in the first quarter? This year, they might lose 30 to 40 million. So their losses are shrinking as their expenses are shrinking, as they're closing underperforming stores. They're actually improving financially. And this is where the street is lost in the fog. They don't get it. They're thinking, oh, well, oh yeah, this company is definitely going out of business. Well, if it's going out of business, why are they trying to raise money? Why would they even bother doing a prospectus? To try to survive? They don't need to survive. They got $1 billion in cash. There's no issue here. In any event, the stock right now, as I see it on the level 2 system, is 2160 to 2164, and the low has been around 21 something, 2150. I'm guessing. This is going to jump all over the place until we find out what the issuance is going to be and how they're going to do it. And I wanted you to be in on this bright and early today, because this announcement could be so absolutely massive for shareholders. And I just am not going to bet against Ryan Cohen that he's doing it wrong. I think he's doing it right. He could do it very right. And if he comes out with like I say, a scenario where he does a rights offering, a warrants offering, something of that kind, that is giving every shareholder a call option for free. You're all being given a call option. And this could be just absolutely beyond massive. And I think once the street figures it out, they're going to go, oh man, this is like a cap call transaction these guys are doing. This could be as huge as a cap call transaction. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Okay, here we go. Here's something else. Here we go. Okay, let me read this now. Again, I'm on the fly here, so forgive me. Up to 45 million shares of Class A common stock, GameStop says. They've entered into an open market sale agreement with Jefferies, all right, relating to the shares of our Class A common stock. In accordance with the terms, we may offer or sell shares of our common stock from time to time through Jefferies, acting as our sales agent and referred to as the sales agent. Under this prospectus summary supplement and the accompanying prospectus, and in accordance with the terms of the sales agreement, we may offer and sell up to 45 million shares of common stock from and after the date hereof. Our common stock is listed on the New York Stock Exchange. The last reported sale of our stock was 27.67. Our common stock experienced extreme volatility in price and trading volume from February 4 up to May 16 in 2024. The closing price of our common stock has ranged from a low of 10.01 to a size 48. Trading volume has ranged anywhere from 1.7 million to 206 million in one day. During such period, we don't experience any material changes in our financial condition or results of operations that would explain such a price volatility or trading income. Furthermore, since January 29 through the date of the company price of stock has been seen fluctuations that do not appear to be based on the underlying fundamentals of our business. Investors and purchasers of shares of common stock in this offering may lose a significant portion of their money. Again, this is cover your ass talk right here. If anyone who buys this stock could lose money, you could make money, blah blah blah. They're offering 1.5% commission to the brokerage firm. Now, I do not see, unfortunately, a warrant offering. I really would like to have seen that more than anything else, but they would issue stock. The date of the prospectus is today, so they can start today to sell stock if they want or not. It's totally up to them. If they issue 45 million shares at, say, as low as 20, they'll raise $900 million, and they'll have let me just double check my math. $1 share is 45 million. $2 a share is 90 million, 900 million. Yeah, $900 million at $20 a share. If they issue it at 25 a share, if that's where they can issue it at, then they're raising $2.2 billion. If they can get it out at $30 a share, if it goes that high, times 4.5, that would bring in $1.35 billion on top of the billion they have, and they'd be at 2-something billion in cash. All right. Let's see. I do not see any kind of an issuance, any kind of a thing about warrants. Let me double check something. Warrants. We may offer warrants. I know they can do it, but will they? That is the question. And I would love to see a warrants offering. I really would lick my chops at something like that. But I don't think so. Subscription rights, they have the ability at any time to issue subscription rights. So I don't know anything there. I don't see anything here. I just see a lot of legalese here where they could issue up to 45 million shares. And they're saying here, okay, here we go. Table filing fee. Here we go. This is odd. They're saying here that Proposed maximum offering price per share $18.54. Maximum aggregate offering price $834 million. Fee rate, it would be $123,000, and calculating registration fee based on average high and low price. Okay, what they're doing here is an example. They're saying that if we were to issue stock at $18.54, which is kind of the average price of the stock in the last couple of weeks, we would bring in $834 million additional dollars. Obviously, this is subject to the price they can get on the open market. Right now, the stock is showing $21.50 a share, down $6.19 on the morning. If this deal got done by noon today at $21 a share, they would bring in over $900 million. We would still be sitting here with 65 million shorted. And whoever bought this stock, and again, that's the question, who would be buying up the 45 million shares? Are the shares being bought up by the shorters, or are the shares being bought up by friends of the company? I mean, I can't say until the deal is all over with. We'll figure that one out. They will be cash richer. There's no doubt about that. They will be cash richer upon the closing of this arrangement. Now, what would that move the market any bit from here? Could that move the stock from $21 to $25 to $27 because the company now has $2 billion cash in the bank? And with $2 billion in the bank versus $1 billion, that makes them, keep them around a longer time. No debt here. How is this going to play out? I don't have an answer to all of this stuff. Again, I would love to have seen a warrant offering. That would be, to me, the greatest short squeeze ever created by a corporation. It would just be massive. Again, this could still work out to be a short squeeze scenario. But on the other hand, 45 million shares to me seems a small amount. It's a 15% increase in the total float, would put the company with about 350 million outstanding. Not 500 million, not 600 million, but about 350 million would be out there, a ballpark, something like that. And with 65 million shorted and 350 million out there, we're still talking about an 18% short position at this point. And again, I don't know if the 65 million short position is accurate. I can't tell you if this is the actual number. It may have increased in the last few days because of the stock price going up and all the volume going up. We may now have an 80 million short position, 90 million short position. I don't know. On the derivative side, the Wild West, I couldn't tell you. The rumors are everywhere, so we'll see what gives. That is the story at the moment. Anyway, it's all over the map. The stock is just everywhere, and it is right now set 21.76, down 5.89. It's actually coming on a little bit here. 21.50 was the low, and it's now 21.76. Are they selling in the pre-market right now? Maybe. Are they already issuing stock through block trades off the market? In other words, private transactions. That could be happening. Is the deal done already? It might already be done. They might announce tonight after the close, the deal is done. We've raised $900 million for the company. And done, finished. Next. The short squeeze continues. We go higher. We have a company funded with $2 billion instead of $1 billion. The short squeeze is still on, and we run back up at the 40, 50, 60 bucks a share. I do not know how this will play out, but I want you to understand this could be going on. For the company as a whole, the corporation, okay, forget about the shareholders and forget about anyone else. A $2 billion funded company with no debt is a strong company financially to be sitting on. This allows Ryan Cohen now to do what he wants to do with $2 billion. I don't know what he wants to do with $2 billion. I don't know what he has in mind, but maybe he has something in mind that kind of needs closer to $2 billion than $1 billion. And here's how to pull it off. And he's sitting here going, guys, 3 weeks ago, I couldn't get 10 bucks a share for this thing. If I'd have gone to the market 3 weeks ago to say to the world, we want to issue 45 million shares, we would have been getting $8 a share, $6 a share. We wouldn't have raised this kind of money. And now the stock having had a nice little run, which we claim we have nothing to do with, and I believe it, we got ourselves an opportunity to raise a bunch of dough. And this is what what's happening now. I would like to have heard this, seen this prospectus 2 days ago. But something's telling me that Ryan Cohen has gone as fast as he can with his lawyers, and they've just issued it. Now, again, I'm totally speculating, and it could be that Wall Street has come to him to say, this is a prudent move on your part, and this could be one of many. This could be the first move you make, and the second move you make should be a warrants offering. Why don't you grab $1 billion now on this deal, and then a month or so from now, a little 2 months from now, why don't you do a warrants offering to all your shareholders? There's 350 million out there, ballpark. Now issue 350 million warrants, exercisable at $30 a share on a 3-to-1 basis. If the short's going to continue, here we go. I am still sitting back going, who bought all of these shares that traded starting May the 2nd, when we were sitting at about $10, $11 a share or so? A little while ago, here we go. May the 2nd, we were sitting at $12.76. On May the 1st, we were at $10.91 for the closing day, the closing trade. So from $10.91 at the end of the May 1st, all the way up here, we're now at 21 something a share, more than double the stock. And as you know, we've hit in the 40s and 50s. We even touched $80 a share pre-market one morning. Who put all that stock? Who made all that happen? Before any roaring kitty rumors started, before any speculation started about short squeeze or anything else, someone was just coming in there and buying it all up. And I'm wondering, did these folks pick up 100 million shares for themselves at under $18 a share? Did they clean it up with an average of $14 a share, $15 a share, and it's now sitting at 21 something? With this financing being done quickly, could the stock now be on its way to 35, 45 again, making everybody happy? Those who are long, not making any shorters happy, keeping them on the wrong side of the deal. Did you hear the news about, you might remember 3 years ago, there's a gentleman named Andrew Left who was short this stock. He was short GameStop way back in 2020, 2021. From what we understood at the time, we thought he was short 20 or 40 million shares, maybe 10 to 20 million shares. And he was losing money. And when it got to $20 a share, he was losing money, like lots of money. And then we heard he was defending his move to short because the company is a dinosaur. They're going out of business. It's a brick and mortar company, blah, 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 blah. The stock went up and up and up as the word got out that here's a guy who we know is short. He's a hedge fund guy. They ended up covering their stock at around $90 a share, and his entity lost billions. We know Melvin Capital and others lost a lot of money as well as it went to 300, 400. Anyway, Mr. Left is shorting again. He's short the stock again. And I'm kind of going, oh no. This 45 million share offering is not going to kill the stock price. I mean, it's 15% of the company's dilution. If they were issuing 200 million shares, I could see it. Okay, or increasing your stock holdings by 2/3, but 15%. This will be gobbled up in a minute. What happens? I mean, we've traded 15 million this morning in the pre-market, just to give you a handle. We've already traded 15 million this morning. 45 million shares will take nothing to issue it. What if the stock pops to 35, $40 next week again? Mr. Left can't possibly be short at $40 a share. I got to think that he's shorted on the way up into the 12s to 15s to $17 to $18 level. He might be short at 15, and if they're trading at 35 to 45 with $2 billion in the bank now, stronger corporation. Does he lose again? No. I don't know what's going on. There's so much a wild speculation going on here, and will be, and should be. This is the way it is. This is how this game works. We'll figure it out. And anyway, thank you all for so far joining me. I'll be here now for the pre-market. If you're a member of this channel, I appreciate it. Members have perks. We're going to, we're going to make some moves here to honor our members of this channel. And I thank you all for those of you who've come in to say hi. 122 thumbs up so far. I appreciate that. Thank you all for thinking of us and hitting the thumbs up button for us. We're going to go right now, member-only content, member-only commentary. And we thank you. If you're watching, you're not a member, you're certainly welcome to stay and hang out and watch us. If you want to make a comment, you can always do a super chat with a comment. But the comment section is now open for members of the channel going forward for the rest of the session today. And again, I thank you, those of you who have become members of this channel, Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members and or Gold Bagel members, because you folks at the Gold Bagel level deserve the best of what we have to offer. And I thank you all for becoming members of the channel and joining us, because this family here, we compare notes with each other during the sessions, after the sessions. Those of you who want to become part of our Discord group, which I don't run, by the way, just so you know, I don't have a conflict of interest. You want to become part of the Discord group, join this channel as a Gold Bagel level member, and you can join in to the Discord level. You just send me like Hamboy here sends me a private email. Just send me a private email and just tell me you'd like to become part of the Discord group, and I'll send you a link information, and you can join the group there and hang out with members after I'm off the air and 24/7 and compare notes. As I said earlier, I try to explain the markets in plain English. It's my job. That's what I try to do the best I can. Thank you, Hamboy, for joining us. Everyone's welcoming him in or her in. It's great to see you all. Good morning, all. Fantastic. Yes, sir, I'm here. Nice to have you here. Like I said, we are trying to figure out in plain English what's going on, and I'm not surprised to see the action in the market this morning, but I have a suspicion we might just have seen the low on GameStop. This retraction from this run up and then a backing off, and now we may see it bounce up yet again. Because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, by tonight, by Monday morning, the company could well announce that we're sitting on about $2 billion in cash. And you know what? You take the dough when they hand it to you. You just say, thank you, sir, may I have another? And you build your business. And that is what's going to happen here with GameStop. $2 billion in their pocket, they're going to be able to build their business even further. And so those of you who are long the stock, watch the game here. We could well be into the 25-30 range later today. We could be 15 to 25. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't think we have any more downside to worry about. I think we're funded and we're on our way. Again, it's just my opinion. I have no inside information to give you here. My thinking here, though, is that the number one shareholder of the company is the CEO of the company. And I think that as a CEO, he makes more money the higher the stock goes. And so his move to bolster the value of the cash in the corporation, interest income will now come in at, what will it be, $100 million a year? He'll be making $2 million a week in interest now. The company will now make $2 million a week in interest going forward if he does nothing with the money, like nothing. So, you know, that's $26 million a quarter just sitting on the cash. Their losses are minimum, going to nothing. They're basically about to go into full profit mode. This first quarter update is supposed to be the worst quarter of the year. It's after Christmas. The first quarter after Christmas is your slowest quarter. Your best quarter is fall and winter, like towards the end of the year, Christmas time. And so it makes sense that they're showing a slight loss at the moment. Yeah, sure. But compared to last year, they have cut losses dramatically. And look at the cost expenses. Oh my God, they cleaned that up. I like the sound of that. Anyway, 2160, 2150, I think that's what we're seeing here in this neighborhood. There's a saw-off here. There's a war going on back and forth. There are shorters out there who now are short a company that could be sitting on $2 billion in cash instead of $1-something billion in cash. That is the reality of the situation. And you want to be short 65 million or whatever that number is. Is it 75 million? Is it 95 million? And derivative side, I have no idea how many are shorted over there. The option side, how many are shorted over there? I have no idea. We're going to open for trading at in about an hour, not quite an hour from now, and then we'll see how the market feels about it after the first 10, 20, 30 minutes. We'll go through all of the gyrations. We've traded 15.4 million so far in the pre-market, and we're in this 2150, 60 level, and we could well be back to 25 a share by the time we open. We could be beyond that. I really, it's unlimited. There's unlimited upside, and there's limited downside. How low can the stock go, you ask? It could go to zero. The company could go to zero. Would it go to zero? I don't think so. If you got $2 billion in cash, 350 million shares outstanding, you don't have any debt, and your stores are making money 3 out of 4 quarters already. Have we got a company that'll net 100 million this year, 150 million, 200 million this year? There's a value to that, and there's the value to the cash. Could the stock's book value actually be $15 to $20 a share already? Does it justify a $20 price, or does it justify a $30 price? Or is this short squeeze we're still into, which hasn't gone away, justify the possibility of a $40, $50 run up? And could the company issue a warrant issuance, which I would love to see? Let the shareholders make their opinion known, and watch the shorters panic on a short squeeze there. Oh my God. Anyway, that's just me speculating with you. It's what I do. Welcome all who are here, and welcome all of you who are joining this channel, following us. I do appreciate you all. Yes, there's something else to think about. Next week, towards the end of the month here, we're going to go to one-day settlement trading on all stocks. That could be most interesting. I'm not sure how that's going to affect shorters. It might make it much more expensive to be a shorter, no matter what you short, with a one-day settlement instead of a two-day settlement. It could mean shorters have to declare their positions, or brokerage firms have to declare short positions sooner than they had to in the past. That could muck up the works again for an up move on stocks. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. There's so much going on here. There's not any one story happening at the same time. 2170 or so, 2174.5 right now on GameStop, inching a little higher at the moment. Don't know if you want to read much into this. If we saw a $3-4 pop here, well, then watch out. But this is what I've got, kids. I'm following a story here on GameStop that is breaking, and it is a most interesting development here. Thank you to Charlie Carver. Thank you, pal, for firing me some emails today. You got me direct links on these announcements. I do appreciate it. We're following this very, very closely. The GameStop company is going to be quite nicely funded with a bunch of dough. I've said it earlier this week. I commended AMC. The AMC CEO pulled off at least two separate financings on the run-up of those shares. They were sitting around the $3 mark before they started moving, and he did a deal at $3.85 for $250 million cash, and then he did a bond swap deal. He swapped debt for stock at $7.85 a share. Brilliant move right there, $170 million. So that's debt off the books, $250 million cash in the treasury additionally. Very well done. The stock is $464 over at AMC right now. Low of the day was $438. It's now $464, so it's bumping up a little bit from here. Still down on the morning, but only down 25 cents over at. Sorry, it's not $464. Closed there last night. It's $439, down 26 cents. Not a big issue over there this morning. GameStop 2166 right now, 2170 range. There's a couple thousand for sale at 2180, and then there's 100 or 200 for sale all the way up to 22. There's buying interest, 3,000 wanted here, 1,000 wanted there. We've traded 15.8 million so far. At 2175 right now is where we seem to be going through on the stock. That is what is happening here with GameStop so far this morning. If you've just joined us, they released a prospectus this morning, and they're using their old friends, Jefferies and Company, who they used before, in case you don't know. By the way, thank you for 165 thumbs ups, everybody. Appreciate it. The GameStop people used Jefferies and Company about 2 years ago to raise $2 billion at $154 a share, or $37 a share. Is that right? $36 a share. Present day. And that wiped out a $400+ million loan they had with Bank of America, and it put the company in a position with $1.5 billion or $1.6 billion in cash at that time. Then they've cleaned house at GameStop. They got rid of all the old management, all the senior people at all the department heads, and they brought in new people. They went through some of those, and they've made some more changes. And what they've done is they have lowered the cost of being in business by cleaning house at the head office. They've really concentrated their company into a far more efficient model. They have closed underperforming stores because every month that goes by in time, leases expire at shopping malls for a certain number of stores that they have. GameStop once had 5,500 retail locations. They're now at 4,100 approximately locations. And they have offloaded a ton that didn't make them any money. And so if in Houston they once had 10 stores and now they've got 8 stores, they have 8 profitable stores instead of 8 profitable and 2 losers, which made only 6 out of the 10 actually worth their while. Now all 8 are worth their while. This is just an example. I'm guessing. I'm not saying this is a fact, but they have done this consolidation all over America and Canada and elsewhere, and they have offloaded very expensive leases that they can't afford anymore or were not working out. They negotiated with landlords, and if they cut a deal, they kept the store open. If they didn't cut a deal, they walked. The company is in a power position with landlords, not a deficit position. And so you're seeing sales lower than before. The thinking is, games are dropping and no one's buying games anymore. No. What's happening is they've reduced the number of stores that they are operating. And so, of course, gross sales are lower. Of course. The gross sales, however, they have, their margins are higher. So they have a higher margin per dollar. They've reduced expenses by hundreds of millions of dollars per year. All of a sudden, the company now is in a profit position on an annual basis. And that's the difference with GameStop from 2 years ago. All right. And they still have $1.1 billion in capital. They're now raising another, whatever it is, now going to be another 800-900, a billion more. They're going to be sitting on over $2 billion in cash, no debt, leaner and meaner corporation, and they're still dropping underperforming stores. Like I said, every month, another store comes up for renewal, so many a month. And when you have 5,500 stores and you have 5-year leases, that means 1,100 stores a year, their leases are coming up. Well, right now at 4,100, 800 stores a year are coming up for lease renewals. And they've been doing this cutback stuff now for 2.5 years. So they're halfway through the turnover. They may end up with 3,800 stores. They might decide 3,800 is the number. And it might well be that the margins at 3,800 allow them to make $300 million a year in profit. With the cost cutting at head office continuing, they may have a $300 million a year profitable business. 20-time earning multiple puts that at $6 billion in value, plus $2 billion in cash. You got an $8 billion valued company. That's just me doing rough math, and you can agree with it or throw it out the window, up to you. But if you got 350 million shares and you're worth $8 billion plus dollars, you're worth $24 a share. Stock's trading right now $21.56. Is it this outrageously priced right now? No. And they have a high short position, a very high short position. And I don't know how big the short position is in the derivatives market. It could be triple, quadruple, 10 times. I don't know how big it is. But the rumors are as much as 1.5 billion shares are leveraged to the short side on the derivatives market. And I'm not surprised to hear these numbers, because I know, and you have heard from time to time from various sources, that hedge funds who are trading aggressively against anything are leveraged to the top of the heap, and in some cases are leveraged ridiculously too high. And their backers, which in many cases are banks, are wealthy investment groups, other hedge funds who finance other hedge funds, these guys, from time to time, they get concerned with the leverage factor that some of these hedge funds have, because they're far too high. And now you think about it and go, well, if you can short GameStop shares where you only have to put up, say, let's say you put up $10 a share to short a $20 stock, that's one thing. But if you've only got to put up $5 of your capital to short a $20 stock, and the stock moves up $5, you've lost your $5. Stock was up $10, you down $5 on your entire position. We were watching 65 million shorted at $10 a share. We were aware that in the derivatives market, they were short a ton of stock while it was trading at 10. And I'm wondering if there are shorters out there who have only put up $1 to $2 a share at the 10 level to short stock. And even at 21, they're still upside down. They still needed to go lower, and they still can't get out. And they were thinking it was going to 5. They were convinced, oh, it's going to $5 a share. It's a brick and mortar company. Not happening with a $2 billion cash balance in its bank account. And so if you've got dozens and dozens and dozens of hedge funds through the derivatives market, short upwards of 1.5 billion shares on leverage, this stock going from 10 to 80 this week already, the first salvo, and spending a lot of time between, say, 35 and 55 a share. There's been a lot of turnover there and a lot of losses eaten there. And repositioning being done, fair enough. Could it be that a whole bunch of hedge funds started shorting at 35 and 40 a share again, using leverage again, using 10, 20% margin, and the rest on leverage? In other words, 4 to 5 to 1. And right now they're happy at 21-ish. They're going, oh, 21, we're laughing all the way to the bank. What if it runs to 41.51 next week? Now they're down $10, $15 again on how many millions of shares? How many hundreds of millions of shares? It could be insane. If the rumors are true that 1.5 billion shares are actually being traded short on the derivatives market with only 300 million existing, that means it's a 5 to 1 leverage. That means 5 to 1 leverage is going on. That means only 20% of the money is up to play the game. 80% is borrowed. And that means someone, and more than one person, many, many institutions and other hedge funds are short or are at risk for 80% of the value of the trade going on, whether it's a long trade or a short trade. This is serious stuff, and this is scary leverage. You get a run on the stock again. You have a position here with it factors further ahead, and the company doesn't have $1 billion in cash; it has $2 billion in cash. Hello, this gets interesting. All right, there you have it. That's my latest update so far. We're here to await the opening, which is about 40 some odd minutes away from now. This could be one of the most interesting sessions of all time, and I'm actually not that concerned about it. 21.70 a share in the pre-market. This could be way the lowest trading range of the day by the time it's all said and done. We could well have ourselves one hell of a barn burner here. We've got volume right now, 16.5 million already. We had this morning a sleepy kind of a pre-market compared to the last few days. We were at about 4 or 5 million shares traded. We were sitting around 26 bucks a share. We were 24 a share. We were at 23 a share, 24, 25 a share. And then we got this filing that came out, and all hell has broken loose here. This is wild and wacky. Now we've got 16 plus million going through. This is the pre-market. We could have 25, 30 million in the first 10 minutes this morning when we start our trade. In the first hour today, it is possible that by the time the first hour is done, that GameStop will have raised their money already, that they've done it. It's over. And they may have an announcement later in the session saying, yep, we raised $950 million at 22 something a share. It's all over. Now what? What do the shares do now? Do they go to $15 because they raised $1 billion? I don't think so. No. I think we have a George Costanza. I think we have the opposite. We still have a huge short position out there that has not been taken care of. It's not been addressed. And now the question is, does this market take a real shot higher? That's what I'm wondering. We're just approaching 22 bucks a share, by the way, popping up here. Yep, 22.03. We just broke through $22 in the pre-market, up from 21.50 or something like that. Yeah, look, I think the low might have been 2087, and we're now back to 2210. So we're seeing some buy volume coming into this thing, and rightly so, because there are shorters out there with their pants down, and these guys are going to be they're going to be caught short here badly. 22.23 just jumped again, another 20 cents on the stock. 16.7 million at the moment. We'll see what's going on. Could be something dramatic. Welcome all to the party. Like I say, it's dramatic already. We're down 550 a share. We were down 6 plus. We're now at 22.18 and coming back on. And good morning, everybody. Welcome to the program. Thank you for becoming members. Those of you who are already members, thank you for that. Those of you who are upgrading your membership to gold level, thank you for that. That's how you keep us on the air. Those of you picking up classes on how to write options, well done, everybody. You're figuring this out. You're figuring out how option writing can make you a ton of money, and I congratulate you for it. We're now at 22.30 and climbing. You can write options on GameStop without even owning GameStop shares. You can buy or write cash secured puts. There are folks out there who've been writing $40 puts, 37s, 36s, 35s, 30s. You can write them right down to whatever level you like. If you want to write a $30 cash secured put on GameStop, you're pledging to buy the stock at $30 a share. You will be paid a premium upfront to do so. The minimum you'll get this morning, if we were open right now in the option market we're running right now, you would get a minimum of $7, $8 because the stock's at 22 something. But my hunch is that you could be pulling in over $10 a contract upfront, if not 11. And that means you pledge $3,000 to write one put contract for $30. And you get $1,100 back in cash, and now you're only offering to pay $19 for the stock. And there are gamblers on the option market willing to pay you this kind of money because they're gambling it's going to go lower, and you're sitting there going, well, these shares trade at 25. These contracts I have are good till, say, January of 2025. The stock was to $25 in a month from now. That put contract's only worth $5. I got 11 for it. I got paid $1,100. I can buy it back for $500. Keep the $600. Thank you very much. $600 on $3,000. That's 20% return in a month on my money. I don't even own the stock. Okay. Others are going to say I'll write 25s. Others will say I'll write 22s, 20s. I'm going to write 18s. Some will write 40s. You can write cash secured puts at any level you want, and you don't even have to own the stock. If you want to do credit spread trades where you can really make some money as well, very conservatively, you can write $3 credit spreads where you write a put contract for maybe, let's say you write a $20 put contract and buy a $17 put contract against it, good for like a month or two. That is a $300 risk trade, less the credit you're going to get, and you're going to get a credit. I have viewers on this channel who are telling me I'm getting 30 to 45% of the risk as an upfront premium. My risk is actually less than 50% on this credit spread, and it's only a 4-week spread. I'm quite comfortable with this deal. Again, whatever works for you. If you're a shareholder, you can always write options on your stock, of course. You can write in the money, at the money, out of the money contracts. If you're a connoisseur of poor man covered call writing, you might be buying deep in the money calls that expire in 2026 and write contracts on those calls to take premium in on your investment. There's a million ways to make money in this market. I have 17 classes available if you want to check them out at my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Head over there and you can check out the classes yourself. 17 of them on what are options, how do they work, why are they there, who can write them, how can they be purchased, why do they go up and down, how do you write a contract, how do you buy back a contract you've written, how to do credit spreads, how to do poor man covered calls, how to do cash secured puts. All you need to know. 17 classes. Treat it like an options, like a college course, a stay-at-home college course. Watch each class. It was done live to my audience that paid to get in. And You'll find out in an hour and a half to 2 hours per class. You'll understand in plain English how all this is done. And you'll find out, oh, now I get it. Now I understand why he has these members. These people were students and they were taking his classes. They learned how to do the option writing thing. They're writing options on all kinds of stuff. They're doing credit spreads on NVIDIA, a 900 and something dollar stock. They're doing $1,000 credit spreads over there. How else can you leverage 100 shares of NVIDIA, for example, which you buy right now, we're running at $95,000. How can you write credit spreads on $950 stock with $1,000 on the table? 1,500, 2,000. You choose the risk factor. You choose the length of your trade. You find the credit spread that works for you. That's what my viewers are figuring out here. I welcome you all to the party. You're welcome to hang out for free, watch what's going on, and/or become a part of this family and start grabbing some classes. Become part of the Discord group. Become a member of at the gold level, and learn how to write options as well. Bagel Babe cannot wait. This is an exciting day. This is going to be crazy. Patrick, today is going to be one volatile option expiry day. This is Friday, May the 17th, option expiry Friday, the third Friday of the month, the most active Friday of the month for options expiry. Oh my God, this is insane. Who cares what's going on? I just got here. I'm late. Good morning, everybody from Sleepy or Sheepy Investor, Flint Creek. Please stay low. Please stay low. Please don't. I have viewers who want GameStop to be down here. They are trying to do rollovers on their options. They had that stock go up too fast on them. They would like to be able to buy back their calls that they wrote at lower strikes and then roll up and go higher. This is an exciting morning for a lot of my viewers here. Absolutely exciting. Pick Nose says, I have some deep in the money June 17 covered calls waiting patiently below 30 today would be nice. Spicy Bruce, would it be worth exercising one of my $15 deep in the money calls for 15 and then turn around and sell them for the market price? Would it be exercising one of my 15s and then exciting? Well, you could just sell the contract on the open market and take the money that way. You don't have to do any of the other gyrations because you may have fees involved to exercise your contracts from your broker. You got to check that out. Good morning, all. Let's go from L. Walsh. Bagel Babe, I'd be curious to see a poll today of which strategies people are using on GameStop. Buy and hold, cover call, cash secured puts, poor man cover call, putter call, credit spreads, buying calls. Well, how are you playing this thing? Cindy Spicy, I found I cannot sell my deep in the money calls for what they're worth. I think I would need to exercise and sell if I wanted to make money. I have a 5. Flint Creek, I have powder for the opening. There you go. I think the best thing to do with your deep in the money calls is write call options against them. That was the point of getting them. Generate revenue from your investment. If you've got a 5 or an 8 or a 10 or a 12 or a 15 deep in the money call, a bunch of those, write on those and take premiums. Here in the 22 level, 24 level, 30 level, whatever they're going to do, you can write contracts for a month, a quarter, for 6 months, a year out, and the further out you go, the more money you can bring in, and I highly recommend it. There's nothing wrong with this whatsoever. This morning's pricing, I'm not even worrying about it. I'm surprised the shares are this cheap already, that they're staying here. I really am surprised. I don't believe this is going to last. I have a suspicion that once the company announces that we've raised $1 billion, the stock will pop $10 a share. Maybe not in a minute, but over a few days, it could easily happen. We could be back in the mid-30s in no time. The short position has not been addressed. And 45 million shares does not solve the short problem that's out there. That's not enough stock to make a short problem go away. That's the thing you need to keep your eyes on and keep in your heads. You may hear of all kinds of writers and analysts saying, oh, the company's issuing stock, they're diluting their shareholders, the shorts are getting a free pass to get out. I don't think so. I think with the short positions on the options market, the short positions that have been declared, the short positions undeclared, the derivative short position, I think we're talking about a problem that is so massive that is completely being ignored by those who know better. I think this thing takes off for another run. We're not done yet, not even close. I have powder for the opening, says Flint. Hello, everybody from John Anderson. Welcome all of you to the show. Thank you, members, for being here with me this morning. I apologize to my Gold Bagel members. We were not able to pull off a Gold Bagel trailer show this morning because of the breaking news here on your GameStop shares. But boy, are we having fun watching what's going on here. Thank you again to those of you who have responded with a thumbs up for us. 224 thumbs ups are in. 883 of you are here watching us. You're all welcome to be with us today. We love having you with us. And if you have any questions on what's going on, if you're a member, you can make a comment, let me know. If you're not a member, you can always do a super chat if you just want to do a one-time question. Otherwise, consider becoming a member of this channel. Join us every day. We're live every day, Monday to Friday when the markets are open. Half an hour for Gold Bagel members, usually from 8 to 8:30 Eastern time, and then 8:30 Eastern is when I normally start this show. Not this week, but normally I start the show at 8:30 for everybody else. And thank you all for your hearts and best wishes and everything else. It is much appreciated. And thank you for the thumbs ups, and thank you all for donations and picking up classes. Way to go. 22.20 is where the stock's at right now. We're inching a little higher. We're up about dollar something from the low, maybe $1.40 from the low of the morning session here. We're coming into a last half hour. It'll be interesting to see if the shares inch even higher into the last half hour, because I believe the sell-off was way overblown, and I know the street overreacted to the news that the company's going to issue a measly 45 million shares. I was looking for 100 million shares, and I was hoping for around $40 a share. I would love to see the company issue warrants to allow people to buy the stock at $30 a share, $35 a share on a warrant offering, because that would put all the shorters short warrants as well. But we're at we're at 27.67, and I think that the 45 million stock offering will be completely oversubscribed, and it'll all be taken up, and there will be nothing available for the shorters to get. They're going to have to go to the open market to go and chase it, and right now they have to get it at 22.35 and higher, and there's 200 available at 22.35. So if you're short 65 million shares, there's 200 at 22.35 for you. There's 100 at 22.36. There's 290 at 247. So you go out there and you go get your shorts back. You go buy your stock back that you're short. Those millions and millions of shares. I see one share for sale at 22.79. You can go get that, and that'll help relieve the pressure for you. Good luck, shorters, on GameStop. I think the world of hurt hasn't even begun yet. What you saw this week was a preview of what is to possibly come here, and this could be a multi-month squeeze of epic proportions. We're not done yet. Despite the 8-second attention span of most of the investing world, we are not done this short squeeze at all. And the company is going to be sitting on $2 billion in cash by the end of the day today. And these shares are going to go quite a bit higher. We're at 22.44, 22.47. There's 380 for sale at 22.70 something. There's 234 at 22.96. I mean, you can go and get it there, you shorters. Good luck to you. 22.70 right now. We're sliding up a little bit right now. Still down $4.90, $5 a share, but there's definitely buyers coming in here with stink bids. From 22.25 to 22.80, the buyers are now lining up here to buy the stock. We're trading at 22.79, 22.80 something, as we're approaching $23 a share and beyond. From what I can tell you, we're 27 minutes away from opening the market. And it is going to become one hell of a day today. Volume now 17.78 million on the stock. Welcome to the party, pal. 245 thumbs ups. Thank you. I've been having trouble drinking my coffee. I think I've got this much done on my entire cup because there's too much happening. I can't get coffee sips in here. It's insanity. Absolutely wild what's going on the GameStop shares. And kids, you haven't seen anything yet. You option writers, man, oh man, If you wrote 25s, 30s, 35s, 40s, 45s, are you having fun this morning? Oh, you can't wait for the opening. Those of you who have written 15s, 18s, 20s, 22s, 25s, you can't wait for the opening either, because you're going to be looking to buy back these calls and write higher strike price calls for even more cash. Well done, everybody. Beautifully executed. Not a problem. Viewers on this channel, generally speaking, they can make money if the market goes up, market goes down, or goes sideways. If you're an option writer, you make money on shrinkage, and shrinkage comes either from options expiring, stocks moving higher against puts, or stocks moving lower against calls. People around here make money all kinds of different ways. 17 lessons are available for you if you want to learn how to do this. If you want to change your life, you may want to consider option writing as a way to do it. You may find that the investing techniques you've employed for the last 20 years, where you are trying to buy low and sell high, has just not been working out for you. And I know a number of you out there who are stuck in investments through your employers, through 401ks and other instruments, and you're getting substandard returns. So you're getting 3, 6, 7% returns, and you're watching the inflation rate at 8, 10, 15%. You're watching others become billionaires on social media. You're reading about it on all of these financial stories about all these folks making millions and millions of dollars, and you're sitting there going, I'm getting 4% on my money. This is ridiculous. How am I going to retire at age 60, 65? If I've got $50,000 in my 401k and I'm retiring in 15 years, how's that going to turn into $2 million? I don't get it. And then you figure out that you and hundreds of millions of others who are working out there for a living are sitting on $20,000 to $250,000 401ks, and none of you are going to have a decent retirement from that money. You're going to be stuck in your national pension plan. That's your fallback position. Social Security for Americans, the Canada Pension Plan for Canadians, and it's going to be a miserable existence, because what are you going to be watching and listening to every day on the internet, the radio, the television? Politicians who are threatening to take it away from you. That is the big thing coming down the pipe here. Politicians talking about taking away Social Security benefits, making it harder to get them. You have to live longer to get them. You're going to be taxed when you get them. They're not your friend. There's no help coming to you down the road. And those of you who are renting apartments and what have you, what have you noticed with your landlord? 10, 20, 30% rent increases against what? A 2-3% raise on your Social Security? Thank you very much. Thank you, government, for taking care of us. That is just, you cannot be in that position. You might be able, maybe it's possible, if you found this channel, you found this old man, a 68-year-old YouTuber, you might be able to learn how to write call options, put options, credit spreads. Very conservative option strategies is what we talk about here. Conservative option strategies that might enhance your growth rate of your 401k, IRA, your RRSP in Canada, TFSAs, and everywhere else in the world you are. Maybe cash on hand. Maybe you might rearrange your finances to learn how to write options, to write more options. And you may find, shockingly, you may not realize that so many of you out there who are watching me, you don't realize you already have enough in assets to quit your day job and actually retire now. There are 55-year-olds here, 48-year-olds here, 43-year-olds here who do not realize they have more in their accounts that they're building that they could actually live off of and not have to go to work anymore. They don't believe it, though. They don't, And no one's helping them to tell them this except me. You're not going to get this news from your banker. You're not going to get this news from your local Edward Jones office. You're not going to get this from your Chase wealth managers. You're not going to get this from Bank America, whatever. You're on your own, and you got to figure this out, because no one is out there to help you to do this. There are firms out there who specialize in managing your money. They don't want you to take it out and do anything with it. They cringe when you ask for $5,000 of your own money out of your own investment account. They can't. They make it almost impossible for you to get it. They get paid a percentage of how much money they are managing for you, and that's all they care about. At the end of the day, how much money do you have with the firm? And the firm's computer printout tells the managers we have $4 billion of assets in this branch, and we get 2% of that money every year divided into 12 slices. Every month, 1/12 of that money comes out of your account towards the house. That's how this game is done. And these guys are managing trillions of dollars out there, 20, 40 trillion worldwide. It's humongous. It's unimaginable how much they're managing. They don't want you to manage it yourself, because if you manage it yourself, they don't get 2%. They can't have that. We can't have that. That's ridiculous. We're here to make money. Our money off of your money. Come on, man. If you self-manage your own portfolio, you will already make 2% on your money, guaranteed, because you're not paying it out. That's the first thing that you're not doing, is you're not giving 2% away every year. You think about your account. If you have a $200,000 IRA or a 401k through your employer or through a wealth management company, and they're nailing you 2% a year, you got 200,000 going, that's 4,000 a year. And if you have 15 years until you retire, 15 years at 4,000 a year minimum is what you're going to pay these guys. $60,000 of your money is going to be paid to these people to manage your account the way they've been managing your account. Are you happy with these returns? Are you making 25% a year on your money? They are. They're doing really well. Maybe that $60,000, you could manage it yourself and pay yourself that. Just keep that in-house and compound that money on top of the money you have. Option writing might be the way to do it. I'm just throwing it out there. You have to look at it. You have to investigate it. Hang out here for a while. Check out my classes. Buy one of them. Buy two of them. And just see if after a couple of classes this makes sense to you. You may find that after the second class, you're starting to write options. And now you're bringing money in from your account that you never brought in before that pays the cost of the classes and more. So you're going to take the rest of them and learn all the techniques to write options. It's earn while you learn. So welcome to the program. Look, 19 minutes to go and we open for trading. Okay, GameStop, $21.80 a share. We were at 22 something. We're at 20 something. We've been all over the map here. We've traded 18.3 million shares. The company is going to try to raise some money with an issuance of 45 million shares. Brilliant, I say. 21.97 right now. We're inching back to 22 again. Fine, but this will not solve the big problem that the hedge funds have got going right now. There are hedge funds who are short this stock, and lots of it. The 45 million shares will not solve their problems. They're still going to be massively short a ton of stock on this company. And whether it's on the declared short positions through options trades and or through derivatives trading. There are a ton of people out there who short a ton of money. Remember something about this stock. I just got to go back to my notes. Today is the 17th of May, all right? A week ago, last Friday, the stock was 1746, all right? A week ago, it was 17. That's where it closed at, 1746 last Friday, all right? The week before that, the stock closed at 1647, and the week before that, the stock was 1190. So in 3 weeks, we've gone from 1190 to the 22 mark with all the gyrations through and through and through and through and through and through, and 807 million volume has traded since May the 2nd alone. 807 million of volume. That's telling me there has been a group or groups or individuals who've been buying up this stock from the 10 level, 11 level, 12, 13, 14, 15. They have bought up millions of these shares and have tucked them away, and they're not available for the short sellers to use to cover. The cost of borrowing this stock has risen dramatically. One-day settlement happens at the end of this month. That's another topic for another day, but it will create, I think, havoc for short sellers. Bad news for short sellers. Good news for shareholders. This $45 million financing that they're doing, 45 million share issuance, will give them 900 million, $1 billion more dollars. They'll be sitting on $2 billion cash in their bank account by the end of the day today. This puts this company in a whole position. AMC would kill for this. AMC would be debt-free with $2 billion in cash on hand. Oh, they would kill for this. That's not the position they're in at all. But yet, I will commend AMC every time I mention them. Congratulations, AMC management, for raising $400+ million this week. Well done. As high as $7.85 a share. Way to go. Nicely done. Keep doing that. You'll survive. GameStop doesn't need to raise a dime, but they are. Ryan Cohen, number one shareholder, the unpaid CEO and director of the company, chairman of the board. I think he knows what he's doing. I really do. The stock at the moment, 21.90, 89, whatever. This to me is a blip. This won't last. I don't believe so. I think the shares are going higher, a ton higher. But those of you who've never been through this before, you may be skeptical, you may be doubtful, you'd be going, I don't understand how this is going to happen, but it sounds interesting. Stick around for the ride because it's going to be one hell of a party. We are going to be into some really interesting stuff here. I think we're hitting 88 miles an hour, and that means we're going to see some serious, you know what. There you go. Great work, Uncle Bruce. Thank you, RB. Flint Creek, it has only just begun. During these times, it's still better to be a writer than a buyer. Yeah, it's definitely. I love the dip, says Flint. Always be a writer, says Patrick. Let's see. What else is going on? Which month of the last squeeze does this remind you of, Uncle Bruce? November 20 or more like January 21? I think this is November, December of 2020. I think this is still early days on the short squeeze. This blip to 80 was too far too fast, and it petered itself out, and here we are. I would be just delighted that in the last week and a half, we worked our way all the way up to $25 a share from 10. I would be happy if we were now at 25, getting ready to go to 30 to 35. But it ran like crazy because people read all kinds of stuff into Roaring Kitty and all this, and these shills on these social media apps who are just all over GameStop for any reason. They're just trying to get your eyeballs. They just want to sell advertising. They use any excuse to get eyeballs, and they came up with Roaring Kitty as an excuse, as if he had anything to do with any of this. He hasn't. He's a great guy. I'm sure he's done well, and he will continue to enjoy a wonderful lifestyle. He's richer as well, as are all of you who are richer from weeks ago. We have only just started this thing. I think we're November, December of 2020. We're not into January, February of 21 yet. That has yet to come, and it's going to be far more brutal against short sellers than you can imagine. I think short sellers out there are kidding themselves if they think they've escaped a big problem. They're kidding themselves. They're in denial. There's about to be and will be, I think, one hell of a run coming here that will blow people so far away. But hey, let's just take it 1 minute at a time. It's only Friday morning, May the 17th. We open in 13 minutes. Let's see where this market wants to go, and we'll play it from there. Thank you all for joining me here. Let's see what's going on. DB, Uncle Bruce, I wrote a cover call on GameStop yesterday. I've made 45% overnight. Happy Friday, everybody. Susan Shops, guess my question is it better to be writing puts or writing calls during GameStop times like this? I'm in a camp that this squeeze is just starting, and I will roll out slowly. And this is where, if you're going to write something, you may want to write cash-secured puts, because the higher the stock goes, the lower the puts are valued at. And if you can write $20 cash-secured puts and be paid a nice buck to do so, I'd take this money. I would take this gift and say, thank you, sir. May I have another? I don't know what the option market is as of this morning, because we're not trading yet. But I'd be looking at January 25 cash secured puts as a place to take a peek at. I don't know though where these puts will open up at this point in time. If you're looking at 20s or 22s or 24s, 5s to 30s, even from 17, 18, 19, you can go forward looking at those. There could be some real nice premiums being handed to you, especially on a percentage basis for doing this. I know the other day I was talking to one of my viewers and we're saying to each other, these $40 cash secured puts, we're paying 45% premium if you wrote them. So you put $40 for $4,000 on the table and you get back $1,800. You're offering to buy the stock at $22. Well, that's where we are right now, $22. If this individual were to be exercised right now, they'd break even on their trade because of the premium they got paid. So what do you do then? You got the stock at 22. You're exercising. Guess what? You're long. Write a 25 right now. You can write a $25 call for a month or 3 or 6 months out. You can probably bring in $5, $6, $7 a share going further out, and that'll bring your costs down to $15 a share. Are you comfortable? Are you worried? You got a company with $2 billion cash in the bank, and your cost is $15 a share. You just offered them for 25. If you get taken out at 25, what do you care? You turn around and now write cash secured puts again and take the money in again. Here we go. And that's from 40 down to here. What if you wrote $30 cash secured puts yesterday, hauled in about $12 a share? You're on the hook to buy this stock for net $18 a share. It's still $21.70 right now. You're still making money. If the shares pop back to $25 a share next week, your $30 puts are worth $5 book value. You got paid what? $12? You're up $7 a put contract on a $25 put or $30 put. That's over 20% of your money in a week. Thank you very much. Continuing on, Alberta, did you get the daily? You get the daily bingo. Nice work, and that was easy. Uncle Bruce, can DB get that was easy? There it is, right there. Welcome all to the program this morning. We're opening in 10 minutes. Patrick, I think writing puts is better if you believe squeeze will happen. JR, Uncle Bruce, I've been working on rolling my 403B retirement account so I can self-manage. I received a form from the third-party admin in order to get the process started, and on the form there is a message that states that Voya is under no legal obligation to release my funds. This should be criminal. It's my money, not theirs. Wow, unbelievable. What else going on here? So prepare yourself for a fight, peeps, if you want to self-manage one of these retirement accounts. Unbelievable. Thank you. Get that hair out of there. Welcome to the program, Alberto. JR, welcome to my headache. I have a bit in my 401k I cannot touch as well. They are definitely using my money to pay my salary, no doubt. Alberto, so I work for free. I only benefit via the health insurance. JR, every day that goes by that they have my dough means that they are making a ton of money, which they're not sharing with me. RB, GameStop is the best entertainment ever. Not the movie, the stock. Sharon, shortable shares at IB is 0. There are none available to short. Sorry, none. We can't lend you any. Deep value, amazing breakdown. Uncle Bruce, very enlightening. Alberto, I grabbed 30s for $11.77. Please take me out. I dare you. I dare you. Just make me buy this stuff. I'm into it at 18 something a share. Go ahead. I'm ahead $4. Take me out. Go ahead. Come on. Make me buy. There you go. Option writers unite. Welcome all to the program, and we're getting ready to open in 9 minutes. Thank you for joining me and tolerating the single guy here. Just trying to tell you in plain English what I think is going on and how you can take advantage of it. There be money in them there hills. No question about it. This stock, I just don't think is going to stay down here very long. It's the initial shock of the issuance of paper. This isn't going to last long, and I think we're going to have a hell of a run coming up here. It may not be in today's session. Might be this afternoon. I do not know when, but it is going to be profound, and we'll just play it out. We'll see what's going on. Thank you all. 301 thumbs ups have come through here today. Thank you, everybody, for that. Appreciate you all being with us today. On some of our other favorite stocks that we're following, if there are anything else to watch, we got Rocket Lab ahead about 3 cents a share. SoFi is at $7.14 a share, unbearably cheap. We're at Matterport right now, down about 3 cents. 23andMe is sitting at about 61 cents. It's up 1.2 cents right now. I don't think any news has come out on it. No, nothing yet. Still no news yet. I think financials are soon to be released, so we'll see what gives with that. ME, also Spire, down 27 to 964. We got nothing on ATIP this morning. Smart Rent down 4 cents at 268. The largest group of shareholders on this stock, other than management, are not happy down here. Look for activism to perhaps ramp up on Smart Rent. Just saying. Apple down 4 cents. Goldman Sachs up $1.20 or so. Cisco up 20. Tesla down 50 cents. Arc Innovations, Kathy Wood's entity, down is up 11. Microsoft is up $1.18 a share this morning. Pfizer down 4. HPQ is down 7. Hewlett Packard. Google down 15 cents. That's Class C Google shares. Amazon up 46. Nvidia up 250 to $946. Unity up a dime. AI up 3. Adobe up $1.49. The spiders are up 34. Netflix up 7.59. And the triple Qs are up 54. IBM is up 3 cents. Meta Platforms, Facebook down 150, lost 830 yesterday. Vanix Semiconductors up 110. Home Depot up 7. Enphase Energy down a dime. Palantir up 11 cents. Uber up 45 cents. Welcoming you all to the show, to the program, to GameStop Day. Should be crazy. 2190 last trade, from what I can tell you. Pre-market volume of 19.1 million so far. And that is the story, and I'm sticking to it. Alberto, I'm into this at 14 average. I've been writing on GameStop over 3 years. My actual average is a huge negative. I got all my money out of GameStop and more, and I still make money on it. Well done, Alberto. Not a lurker, Cuz2 sent you a message into Discord. All right, folks, RB, one could sell puts on GameStop and use the money to buy SoFi. There you go. SoFi stock or puts. That is correct. You go from one to another, load up on SoFi while it's cheap, and enjoy the other side. Yes, can be done. Welcome to the party. We're opening for trading in 5 minutes. Cheers, everybody. 2190 is where the stock is trading at. There are now we're 2220 roughly. We just jumped here a little bit. There's nothing for sale showing. There's 1,000 at 22.30, like maybe. It won't last much. It's gone already. There's some at 22.60, like a couple hundred. There's very little on the market, according to the pre-market. We end the pre-market shortly, and we open up for trading, and then we'll see what the market really has in mind. And we'll also find out from Jeffries, maybe today, maybe over the weekend, maybe Monday morning pre-market. I don't know. They will announce the results of a 45 million share stock offering to raise cash for GameStop, additional money to put them at about $2 billion in cash. That's about to happen. We've done 19.3 million this morning. I do not know if the 45 million have already been sold. There may be a buyer that bought it all. There may be 10 buyers that each bought 4.5 million. I don't know, and I don't know what price it was done at. Could have nothing to do with the price of the stock right now. It might have been done at 25 bucks a share, at 23, at 21, at 18. I do not know. We'll wait for the news. In the meantime, the market is saying we're 22.26 right now. Yes, we're down 541 from last night's close. Yes, however, we are trading at 22.24 and not $18. And so, is this the low? Do we bounce from here? The short position didn't go away. It's not going to go away. 45 million is not enough to eliminate a short problem at GameStop. That's my opinion. We'll find out just how it works out. You're welcome to stick around and join us and see for yourself. It could be fun. I tell you, we'll see what happens here. I would really love to see this company do a secondary financing after this one. I would love to see them come up with a warrant offering where they're offering shareholders warrants to buy stock at 25, 30, 40, 50 a share, depending on what it does. And then that puts a short squeeze on warrant holders like you cannot believe. Unbelievable. I'm just a guy in Palm Desert, California, in front of a computer, asking his viewers to enjoy the show and thanking you for being with me this last week of craziness. I know a lot of you are newbies and you're wondering what this guy is all about. I appreciate you exploring the possibilities with me. We're just trying to figure this out. We have 320 thumbs up so far today. I appreciate this very, very much. I can't thank you enough for helping out. Let's see. I'm going to ask a poll question. I use options to make money on GME. Let's see. I use these options. Let's use that one. I use these options to make money on GameStop. And the one here is going to be covered calls. Covered calls. The second option is cash secured puts. Cash secured puts. We're opening in a few minutes, folks. Just stand by. Let's see here. Credit spreads. Credit spreads. And the next one will be poor man covered calls. Poor man covered calls. I'm going to give folks those options, and let's start that poll right now. There it goes. You can answer yourself what you like. How do you make money on GameStop using the options as you write options? I use these options to make money on GameStop, and here come results. Thank you, everybody. We're opening in a minute. Thank you, and nice to have you all here. Lorraine, I'm number 321. Thank you, Uncle Beese's Bagel Babe. Thanks. Thumbs for Bruce. Bobby Atkinson, I was number 1, baby. Welcome all. We're opening here in a moment. 2189. I think we're up and running now. 19.5 million traded on the pre-market. We're through the pre-market and we're about to hit the bells there. Larry, there they are. Thank you, my friend. We are open for trading. Let's see what this market wants to do on everything, including GameStop. 21.99, 21.96, roughly. We've gone through pre-market. I don't know what the number is. We'll find out in a few moments what the opening salvo was on GameStop. But I'm showing it at 22.10, 20, 22.25-ish at the moment. This is going to take a while to sort out. Over on AMC, 451, down just 12 cents. And we've got Apple down 20 cents. We've got Tesla down $1.50. We've got... I don't know what else is going on over here. I'm just trying to follow this market. Just hang on with me. Alberto, I use both covered calls and cash secured puts. Not a lurker. Thank you, Larry. Neat from Richard Garland. RB says, thumbs ups for Bruce. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We've got, let's go over here on the watch list. Let's figure out what we got. We're up 30 on the Dow, I think, right now. We've got Rocket Lab off about 3 cents. SoFi at 7.15 up 3. 22.04 on GameStop. 22.09 now. Nothing on Matterport. 23andMe at 60 cents a share. Spire down 32. ATIP is up 9. Apple down 3. Goldman down is up 22. Cisco up 9. Tesla down $1.30. ARK up 3. Microsoft up 60 cents. Pfizer down 14. HPQ is up about 19. Google's up 37. Amazon up 31. Nvidia up $1.12. Unity down 13. AI down 11. Adobe down is up $1.25 on Adobe. The spiders are up 33. The Qs are up 30. Netflix up 6.40. IBM down 47. Meta, Facebook is down $3. Vanik is up 90 cents. Home Depot is up 2 cents. Enphase down 1.17. Palantir up a nickel. Uber up 27 cents. We're just going through the opening gyrations of this market, trying to figure out what the market is going to do and how it's going to do it. We've had 21.5 million GameStop trade. 21.5 million. The low of the day has now registered at 21.33. We're at 21.48, 21.53 right now as we go through this initial cycle. 45 million shares available from GameStop Treasury, going to be done by Jefferies. I don't know if it's already finished. Was it done in the pre-market? I don't know. Where it ends up, I'll let you know when I know. We'll figure it out. 21.29, 21.57, 21.28. We're all over the map here on GameStop right now. Back to the markets. The Dow's up 24. S&P's up 4. NASDAQ up 6. Oil up 14 cents. Welcome, everyone, to the program. Great to have you here today. Your attendance is much appreciated. We have viewers coming in, watching the show from all over the world. We have 348 thumbs up so far. The poll question has already got 90 votes. 50% of you say, I use covered calls to make money on GameStop. 50%, 21% say, I make money using cash secured puts. 7% say, I make money on credit spreads. And poor man covered calls, people say 22% of you say, I make my money on poor man covered calls on GameStop. Those are all very smart ways to make money off of GameStop shares using the option, learning how to write options. Classes are available from my website anytime you want to learn how to do this. L. Walsh, cover calls and cash you can puts. Bobby Atkinson, yeah, BB hit so far. Collection is at 700 plus. Bought back hit, says Bobby. I'm making money today. All right, we're up 24 on the Dow. We got GameStop at 2081.85 right now. There's only a few hundred for sale at various levels from 2180 to 2135. There's 2100 up there. There's 2100 at 2157. That's all I'm showing. There's nothing for sale here officially, but the range of the stock is all over the map. 2063 is the low. We're trading at 21-ish now as we bounced off the low a tad. 23.5 million traded now. Have gone through. We're taking out the $21 stock, it looks like, pretty aggressively. There's buying coming in on that. Well, we'll see and follow it. We're not going anywhere. We're here for the ride, baby. Let's see what happens. Let a ride continue without me until next week. Go, go, rebound, says Bobby. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. We've only just started this run on GameStop. We'll get through today. It'll come and it'll go. 2130 now, 2150 now. We'll get through the day here, and then we'll take it from here. The company will be funded with a bunch of dough, $2 billion plus cash. What are they going to do with it? I'd love to see them buy up SoFi with it, actually. Maybe they should buy $2 billion worth of SoFi. Become the largest shareholder of the fintech bank. Wouldn't that be the wildest headline? Can you imagine GameStop announcing that we own 20% of SoFi? A brick-and-mortar gaming company in shopping malls owns the largest stock position of SoFi shares. Watch that go to $20, $30 a share. Oh, my God. Cohen is made a director. What? $21.75 on your GameStop. I don't know. I'm just saying. What are you going to do with $2 billion? You can do whatever you want with it, you know. Swoop $21.75 on GameStop. Still down $5.99 a share. Yeah, down $6. Volume 24 million. If they're trying to bring in $45 million of selling, they're having no trouble raising this money. And this is the neighborhood they're thinking of. It's just being handed to them right here. How much you want? I will buy it all. 2150, 2160, 2170 a share. Giddy up. Here we go. There's 2100 at 2205. There's 2100 at 2225. If you're short. 2173 right now on the last trade as we fluctuate around. ME is at 60 cents. SoFi 714 up 2. Nvidia is down 95 cents. Matterport up a penny, or down a penny, pardon me. Rocket Lab down 3. AI is down 14 cents. We're up $10 on Super Microcomputer, $915. We've got Adobe up $1.64, Uber up 42, Apple up 24, Tesla down $2, Enphase down 159, Netflix is up 540, AMD up 590, Unity down 32 cents, Google up 47 cents. Just to give you a little idea here. Comments coming in from our viewers. Alberto, 1177 sold. Just bought back for $385. Mine is blown. Uncle Bruce, I need that was easy. That was easy. You got it right there, buddy. That was easy. Thank you for the $8 gain on those. A beautiful job. 21, 76, 77, 79. They're peeling away the sellers here bit by bit. I don't know. 25 million volume now on GameStop. As it is inching slightly to 22.10, just jumped through 22 like that. There's nothing for sale here. There's stock at 22.70. There's some at 23. We're at 22.29 right now. 22.35, 22.41, climbing again. There's buying coming in on GameStop at 22.41 on the latest rush here. There's a couple thousand here and there in the high 22s and 23s now. Buying is coming through. 26 million in 8 minutes, kids. 45 million from Treasury. No brainer. Nothing. It's not going to stop this stock. It's going to go higher. It's just going to go higher. 447 on AMC, 448. The low was 439 today. They've traded 21 million. GameStop now 22.10 at 26.2 million. as this stock is running up, backs off a little bit, and runs higher, and it backs up. It was as low as 2063. It's now 22-ish, as I see it here. Anyway, there you go. Bobby, same here, but Alberto, I sold at 1380. I bought back at 585. Thank you, GameStop gamblers, for these easy dollars. Alberto, Bobby, nice work. Wowza, will deploy the sell again once it hits 25 or above. Writing cash secured puts, easy money on GameStop. You can write 20s, 22s, 25s, every dollar you can write for expiry for next week, the week after, next month, out to January 25, out to Jan 26, up to you. How far out do you want to go on your option trades regarding GameStop? It's totally your call. You can go out to January 2026. The 25 January 17, 2025 expiry contracts for GameStop. It's easier said than done. Not easily said than done. The $20 cash secured puts, you can get about $6 to $6.80 for those, which means you're willing to pay $13.50 for the stock. You get paid $6.50 for a $20 contract. I mean, you put up $2,000 and they give you $650 cash to do it. You're paying $13.50 for GameStop stock. Are you comfortable with that? I like the deal. If you write 25s, they'll pay you almost $10. That is 40% they'll give you up front. You're paying $15 for that stock between now and Jan 2025. Really, my friend, this stock hits $25 a share. Those puts are worthless on a book value basis. Right now, they're only worth $3.65. You're getting $10 for these. It's a huge premium. Easy money, I say, on that one. $30 call put contracts. Sell write $30 cash secured puts. You'll be paid $13+ for a 30. And if you want to write 35s, they will give you $17, almost half your money. $17.50 you could probably get on $35 cash secured puts, which means you're on the hook for $17.50 a share. Are you kidding me? That is easy money. The 40s are paying 55% on your money to write $40 cash secured puts. I mean, this is wild. This is absolutely wild. Anyway, I'm just a guy in front of a computer trying to help you learn how to make money writing cash secured puts. Even down here at $21.10 a share, it's being handed to you on a silver platter. It's nuts. There you go, kids. Fun stuff. Nodal Lurker, Uncle Bruce, yesterday, 22.31 sold. I bought back at 5.05. Thank you very much. Nodal Lurker did it Tuesday. I bought it back yesterday. Nicely done. Alberto, Nodal Lurker, you deserve a bingo as well. I usually don't get about 2 in a day, but I also will give you that. That was easy right there. A lot of workers laughing. Parker, what have I missed? Brian, Parker, I have the same question. Folks, writing options on GameStop can be done without owning a single share of the stock. It's just that simple. It's right now 2060, 2070. We're gyrating here. You're going to see this. You're going to have to tolerate it today. But the company is going to raise almost another $1 billion in cash. That's what they're going to do. 28 million volume already. 2060 right now on the stock, which is near the low of 2050. And we're going to get sell waves, and then you're going to get a buy wave. And the thing I wonder about is the next buy wave taking this stock to a level that you cannot imagine. Just saying, I think it's going to happen. The short position has not disappeared. Anyway, there you go, Brian. I think it is a coincidence. These filings were done on May the 17th, probably the most open interest in GameStop in years. Brian, 362 thumbs ups. Good morning. Who cares? I just picked up 100 shares at $21. I'm buying this stuff. You want to give it to me down here? I'll pick it off you. Who cares? Better to hold stock or puts? I wonder. Brian, my $30 cash secured puts aren't looking pretty right now. Good thing red is my second favorite color. Vilbus, I've got a stink in at 1901 to pick up some more stock. Nice move. 2098 right now. The low of 2050. You never know, Vilbus. You never know. And without a stink bid, you haven't got a chance. So put in a stink bid. Those of you who are trying to buy this stock cheap, yeah, try 2001. Try 1951. 1926. You might get it. I don't know. I have no idea. 2070 is where it's at right now. It might run back to 22, 23 in the next 15 minutes. I can't tell you otherwise. 29 million 300,000 traded here. We're flying through the stock, and this 45 million share offering is a done deal. I don't think there's much to it. It will be gone. There you go, kids. Welcome to the party. We're up 6.2 points on the Dow. Thank you for joining us this morning. Smart Rand is up 2 cents. We got ME at 59.5. SoFi 716 up 4 cents. Nvidia down $2. Matterport down a half a penny. Rocket Lab down 1.5. AI up 2 pennies. It's gone green. Supermicro is holding a 10.60 gain. We've got Adobe down 38, Uber up 14, Apple up 94, Tesla down only $1.30 now. Enphase only off 92 cents. These are fractional losses. Netflix up 7.30, AMD up 4.20. Unity down just 26. We're coming back. Google up 17. We're green. I think we might be going higher. We'll see how this plays itself out. Welcome all to the show. Nice to have you here. AMC right now, 445 down 19. The low of the session, 439. That's where it was. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me. The Dow at the moment, a positive 3 points. And GameStop, 2070-ish, 2071. Now 73, 78. Moving up a little bit right now, back into this 2070 something, trying to get back to 21. Just went through 2070, 2080 just went through. And we're taking out that. Behind that, it's at 94. And behind that, it's at $21. We're seeing a couple of larger buy blocks starting to show up here and there, but not sell blocks. I don't see large sell blocks coming. I see more buy blocks coming. That's just me. There's definitely quite a bit of buying interest around the 20 level. We're at 2034. Again, stink bids are your friends if you're trying to scoop some of this stock. And every stock you buy means less stock for the shorters. What can I tell you? It is what it is. 2030, 2040, 2045. We are running along here unbelievably. I don't see resistance until 2350-ish, 24. And maybe then there's something. But that would be $4 from now. And we'd only be down $3 on the session. And this is a nothing burger. We'll see. We just cracked 30 million volume, 30,700,000 now have gone in here, 2028 a share, and we're at 30.85 million done. All right, Zed, I'm selling 10 GameStop contracts for $2, $30 strike for $2.50. Would you do it? I don't know. I might be waiting before I write options at the moment. Look for a little rebound here. Cash secured puts from May 31, strike 30 premium is 11.20. Cost per share would be 19.10. Giddy up. That's would be less than that, wouldn't it? 11.20 from 30. 18.80. I think it would be 18.80. Brian, my $30 cash secured puts are down 114% right now. Well, this is the time to write more and take more money and lift your average. 2050 on the stock. A little bounce back again. I see a $2-3 pop on this stock. These cash secured puts drop in value dramatically. That's just the beginning. Wouldn't take much. Brian, I have 2 weeks to roll. Giddy up, man. And that's the other secret of this market. Learning to roll contracts when necessary. Well done. 2038 on GameStop right now. Volume 31.4 million has gone through the system. There you have it. Let's take a look and see if there's anything else going on out here on the GameStop shares. Double checking here. Where am I? Here I am here looking at this on filings. Yes, the filings have been done here. Looking here at GameStop SEC files. Anything new? No. They just the filing with Jefferies and Company, who they used before. Jefferies raised these guys $2 billion back on last year and a half ago, and there looks like they're going to raise them almost $1 billion more. So that's the latest there that I can see at the moment. And the stock is at 2059.64 now, 2064. Down $7 on the from yesterday's close officially, and we're at now 76. All right, the Dow's up 34, climbing again. S&P's up 30.39. Nasdaq down about 1.5 points. The VIX is down 0.09 percentage point, which is actually positive. Oil up 9 cents a barrel to 79.32. All right. Let's see. Anything else? Yeah, no, that's a 2075 now, 79.80. 85, 2085 has just been registered here. Another little blip higher. Looks like the stock is catching another little buy wave here and there. The low of the day, 2024. Now 2080. 84 now, 2089, 92. They're running it through 2095 now. They're pushing it to 21 here. There's only 4,000 to 21. They might just take it out in a moment. I don't know. Beyond that, we're open until we get to about 2140. So it could be in for a run here. 2092, 2098, 2099. The $21 stock is gone. 21.10.17 now is trading. We're running up to the 2140 level. There's about 10,000 there. 2150, there's about 5,000 there. 21.8.9 right now is where we're trading at, 21-ish and more. So whatever sellers were at 21, they were taken out. They're gone. 32.8 million traded at 21.03 last trade. The stock is holding that 21 level now instead of the 2020 level this morning. There you have it. That's what I'm seeing right now. Thank you. Let's go. Bobby, I'm setting up a good till cancel stink at $40 Jan 25s for $29.95. Okay, good luck with that. Keep us posted. We're up 54 on the Dow. Buy wave has come in on the market 20 minutes into the day. We have a buy wave coming in on the bigger markets right now. 21.11 on GameStop, 21.13. We've got ME at 59.7, no changes. SoFi is up 11 cents to 722. It's catching a bit of a wave. We're down 390 on Nvidia. We're on Matterport down a penny. Rocket Lab is up 2.5. It just went green. We're green on AI, up 14. Supermicro still holding a 660 gain. Spire's up 14 cents to 10.05. That stock is recovering from that 8.85 low from the other night. Adobe up $1. Uber up 26. Apple up 68 cents. Netflix up 6.40. AMD up 3.40. Google up 26. Cisco's up 4 cents. Owens Corning up 77. Amazon up 117. Goldman up 2.50 a share. JP Morgan up $1. Costco up 1.53, pushing all-time highs. Again, AMC down just 2 cents at 4.62. AMC's about to go green. 4.63 last trade. We're only down a penny on the stock on AMC. It might be going green here. 20.50 on GameStop. 20.60 now on the GameStop shares. On AMC, 4.64 I think would break even. 465.70 would be positive, and AMC is on the edge of going green, down a penny, ballpark, penny and a half, 430, 463, there, 464 unchanged, 465, it's green. AMC went green, and there's buying coming in on it, 28 million. GameStop still in the red at 2061. On 33.8 million volume. That's what I'm showing on level 2 right now. Giddy up, everybody. We're having fun here. Spicy. I see 2105. L. Walsh, great day to roll these GameStop 2026 covered calls up in strike. Yes, it is. Absolutely. This is an opportunity. Limited time offer. Option writers unite. Giddy up, kids. 464 on AMC. We're at 2030 on GameStop. And we've got 34 million volume on GameStop now. That's where we're at right now. The poll question continues to get answers. Let's find out where we're at right now. The thumbs up meter, 375. Thank you. 200 people have responded to my question. I use options to make money on GameStop. 53% say I make money writing covered calls. 18% say I make money writing cash secured puts. 7% say I make money doing credit spreads. And 22% say I make money doing poor man covered calls. I know some of you do more than one of these. You do several of these, and I get it, but I can only set up the poll question in a certain number of ways. Congratulations to all of you who are making money writing options on GameStop, making money writing options on NVIDIA, on AI, on Microsoft, on Facebook, on everything else. Well done, everybody. And thanks again for the thumbs ups today, people. Much appreciated. We're approaching 400 thumbs ups this morning at 377 and counting. And the poll question continues to get folks answering in. Thank you all for joining us today from wherever you are around the world. We love having you here. Giddy up, kids. 2035 on the GameStop, 2040 now on GameStop. 35.1 million traded in 24 minutes. Heavy trading day. Someone's buying this stuff. Yeah, someone's selling it, but someone's buying it. And that's where I think we're on to another roll here. We're on to another run. This buying interest, it's significant. And I can see if you're a long, you're looking for stink bids. You're looking for the stock to come to you. As long as you don't have to chase it, you let it come to you. That's what they're doing here. 35 million of it. Yeah, if 10 million of this is actual buying to put stock away, the short squeeze just got worse at 20. It's smart, just brilliant. This is where you load up on it. You don't load up at it at 80. You load up at it at 20 for sure. 2047, 2050 right now on GameStop shares popping up just a little bit right now. A mini run, let's say. Low of the day, 2014, 2056, 58 right now on GameStop. And there's 2,000 for sale at 2094. There's a couple at 2098. There's a little at 21 something. Not much available down there, just dribs and drabs. And we've had 35.5, 35.6 million go through now so far on the day. Very interesting market. 461 on AMC, down just 2-3 cents. 464 is the magic number for AMC. If it can break that, it'll go green. The high for AMC has been 475 already on a little buy wave that we had a few minutes ago. There may well be yet another one. We'll see about that. GameStop here, 2025 right now, 26, with very little offered until 2160, 70. There's very little there, but we'll see what the waves of buying and selling do here on this stock as we go through this offering of 45 million shares from what I can tell you. Okay, everybody. Brian, yes, whoever did rolls on covered calls this week, you are making money. Exactly, RB. I got 410 on GameStop, a Jan 15 put. Well done. You're writing a cash secured put for January 2025 for $15. You're willing to pay $15 for the stock. They're giving you $4.10 up front, which means you are committing $10.90 to buy GameStop. I don't think you're going to get it. And if you did, you'd be happier than you can imagine. Thank you very much. That's how you make money in this market. Getting $4 on $1,500. Think about this. You write 10 of these $15 puts, you put up 15 grand and you get 4,100 back now, immediately in your hands. What do you do with that dough? You can buy stock with it. You can buy SoFi with it. You can write more cash secured puts with it. Hello. Thank you very much. Well done, everyone. You can take $4,100 and put together 10 $4 credit spreads on GameStop. You can take that $4 grand and do 2 $20 credit spreads on NVIDIA. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with this money. When you learn how to write options, you learn how to make money on your money. And don't give it away to managers who don't make money for you, but for themselves. Congratulations. All right. AMC 464 again, 468. AMC is green. Green again on AMC. Again, 46-point gain on the Dow. We're up 3.5 on Smart right now. GameStop 2039 at the moment. Just kind of hanging around the low of the day range. 2014 is the low. 2241 is the high. And we're at 2043.45 right now, roughly 2040-ish. Volume now 36.5 million on GameStop. The AMC 465.66. The high today 475 on AMC. It's doing a 466 trade at the moment. A little green wave there. Bottom was the low was 439, and it opened at 451. So it's up on the session just a little. GameStop is at 2046.7 now, approaching 2050 again. But there's a couple thousand, 2094. There's 3,800 at $21, and beyond that we gap out again. There's maybe 2,000 for sale between here and 21. Apparently, that's what's being shown on offer. That's all. It's very thin on the GameStop. 36.8 million volume now have gone through. A lot of market buy and sellers going through here, where brokers are taking slivers of money on every trade. It's a wonderful system. 2059, 2065. We're just jumping again here. 2066, and it's getting wiped out there. Buyers are coming in and nibbling up these offers. 2066, there's like there was an offer of 3,000. It's gone. That doesn't exist anymore. It's right now 2055. I got a knock on my door. Who could that be? Who could be coming into the house? 2074 on your GameStop, by the way. 2074 running up again. Have you heard the word?
Bird is the word.
Oh, the bird is the word. Wow. So I'm sitting here this morning about getting ready to open up my shows and thinking, well, we're $23 a share, we're kind of hanging around. And then a bulletin came out. GameStop is raising money.
Yes.
They're issuing 45 million shares.
Of course they are.
I was hoping that it would be a warrant offer, because that would be giving everybody a call option.
Yes.
I would love to see that one.
Yes.
But at the moment, it's a 45 million share offering. They're going to raise about 900 million to $1 billion. They're going to have $2 billion in cash in the bank.
They know what they're doing.
Oh, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So the stock took a hit because of the stock going out.
Yep.
It's only 45 million from a 300 million position. 15% dilution. This is a nothing burger for cash. Thank you. The stock 2 weeks ago was $10. Now they're bringing in 20 something. I'll take this deal. And let's go. 2082 is where we're at right now. The low today, 2014, we traded 37 million already, and they're trying to do 45 million into the market. So this is a nothing burger. It'll be done in the next hour. By the way, AMC now 472. It's pushing its high today here, 475 on AMC. They've kind of turned the corner already. We'll see if this infects GameStop, because one infects the other with speculators and who knows what. 2075. Anyway, that's what we got. We got a lot of people who are talking about buying back call options for pennies on the dollar. Yes. 80% gains, 70% gains, 60% gains. They're happy. Now they're taking cash secured put positions, which is a smart thing to do. They're getting ungodly amounts of money to do these cash secured puts. Ungodly money. The minute you write the put, you go, I just make money. I make money on this. This is unbelievable. Brian, my best roll options right now is buy back May 31 $30 cash secured puts and sell October 26 cash secured puts. That would be a break evenish, or Jan 2025 25s. So far out, I will wait it out for now. This is fun. Richard, good morning, Auntie Jen. Richard Carlin, member for 38 months. He's been a member of this channel.
38 months, Richie.
Uncle Bruce, you need the. Did you read the preliminary first quarter results? Cash is down about 200 million. What has Mr. Cohen been purchasing? Yeah, you tell me. I don't know. Is it in inventory? Well, what's going on? I don't know. Brian, sorry, 115 million.
Spending their money.
They don't have to tell us if they're doing business transactions within the business.
Yeah.
Cow Tipper, I wrote June 17 spread on GameStop. 10 to 15s on Wednesday. I closed it yesterday for a 50% profit. This is good stuff. Thank you very much. Cow Tipper, the 14th I did that. Well done. Yes, ma'am.
I'm here to find out what you want on your bagel this morning. Because again, we went shopping.
Oh my God! Did we blow it? Oh, did we ever? Oh. We had a win, but we had a loss. The win was we went to Costco and we found for the first time banana cream pie. So we bought one of those. That was the win. The loss was we were at Walmart and we walked up and down the aisles for stuff and we didn't even buy grape jelly, which we need. And we'd written it down. It's on our computer. We didn't
It's
even
on the
get it.
grocery list.
It's unbelievable.
But did we look at the grocery list? No.
Yeah, we did. Oh, what was on the grocery list? Oh, yeah, we
So-
need that. We need that. And
So
we're
what
fine.
would you like today? Do you want like a ham and cheese? Do you want an egg? Do you want just butter?
This used to be so much easier. It's not that easy anymore.
And it's Friday. Like Friday is grape jelly day.
Well, you know,
Mondays and Fridays are grape jelly day.
There's always that too. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do there. We don't have any cheese whiz, that's for sure.
No.
Not around these parts.
No, not much longer. You can have your cheese whiz back.
That's true. We're 2065 to 2070 on your GameStop, by the way.
I got peanut butter. I got honey. Honey, little sweet honey.
How about ham and cheese?
Ham and cheese.
Just put it together.
Okay.
A little bit of that Felipe's,
Yeah.
hot sauce. That'll clean the sinuses out right there. Oh my God. 2088 on GameStop. A little pop here. 2082. 38 million volume. 38.5 million now. 82 to 85. Starting to run up to $21 a share. There's 1,300 available at 21. That's all. There's nothing there. I see 187 shares, 37 shares, 19 shares, 54. There is nothing for sale on the GameStop stock. There's nothing for sale. Nothing officially being offered. So this thing could pop $1 at any time or more. We'll see what gives. Fun stuff. Spire hitting $10, and I hear Auntie Jen, good morning from Spire. Bagel Babe rolled my $16 June covered calls to $20 October on GameStop for a credit. Yay, that's right. Alberto, the squeeze is over, folks. I don't know about that. Brian, Jan 2025 cash ticket puts on GameStop. $15 strike going for about $4. Wow. I think I might write those and take 4 against 15. Yeah, of course, I'm being sarcastic, says Alberto. Beach Boy, shopping lists are overrated. Anti-Gen rules, Jameson and lemon pie. That's all you need, Bruce. You're good to go with Jameson's and lemon pie. Relax. 2084 now on the GameStop shares. Popped up a little bit again here. 1,300 at 21 available. That's come and get them. That's all there is. 469 on AMC, up a couple of pennies now. Looks like 5 cents. We hit a new high a moment ago at 475.5. They took out whatever resistance was there. It's gone. Now 480 is the next level for AMC of any significant selling. 2090 on your GameStop now. $20.90. 2090 even higher than that. Looks like it might be pushing 21 here at any time. 1,300 at 21, 2,100 at 21.20. Yeah, there it's gone. 21.25 right now. They just took it all out. We just jumped here from 2090 to 21.24 on GameStop. It's 21.26 now, and they're running through the 21.25 area. A bunch of just a buyer just came in, bought it all. Just whatever it was, they just grabbed it. There you go. Fun, huh? Beachy lemon pie, blah, blah, blah. Brian, Uncle Bruce, should I double down on May 31? On my May 31 cash secured put $30 strike. I can sell 2 more of these for like $11. This would bring my average up on my other ones. I'm bringing in about $2,200. You know, you can make that move if you want. It's an aggressive move, but look, you're getting 11. So you're buying it for $19. Are you okay with that? If you had to, you'll write 20 calls if you buy at 19. So what's the problem? You'll write calls for $4 or $5. Your average will be 15. Yeah, go for it. Look, if the stock goes to 25.26 between now and that expiry date, those are going to go down to $3, $4, $5 each. Thank you very much. Nice little hit there. Beach Boy sarcastically dancing. Oh, that poll is about to break. Look out. We're up 41 on the Dow. Smart Rent is up 4 cents. Thank you for joining us here. 760 of you are here with us. We're approaching 21 a share on GameStop here, right around 21 on 39.5 million volume, and that's in 38 minutes. It's a million a minute at this moment. Giddy up, everybody. ME is at 61 cents, up 1.3 cents. Kind of hanging around this neighborhood now. It doesn't want to kind of go back to the 48.50 range. only 337,000 traded. Something brewing. I'm certain of it. There will be a takeout, but it'll have to be done at a higher price than that. 727 on your SoFi shares, everybody. Up 15 cents on SoFi. Thank you very much. The volume, 6.4 million. Nothing. It's so dead quiet, and yet it's up 15 again. It's recovering this loss from earlier this week. Thank you, SoFi. Keep going. Not a problem. Not a problem. Alberta, the poll is fine. Slayer, Canopy goes 5% higher suddenly. GameStop, somehow I see this pattern for 2 days. Beach Boy, Alberto, just tell the chef at Nala Super Yacht, see what he tells you. There you go. Jameson's and then lemon pie. My goodness, 21.10 on GameStop now, approximately. And over on AMC, 480 now on AMC. These are new highs. 482 has been the new high. AMC's up 16 cents, so that's going green. There's a buying coming in on GameStop now, 21.15. It's just about $1 higher than the low of the day of 2014 a share. 39.8 million. Still down 650 on the session, but I can see a $2-3 pop from here. A no-brainer, and that would bring the losses down significantly, and that will create a buzz. Apple's up 42. Tesla's down 61 cents. That's what we got going right now. 21.13 on GameStop. 21.18 now going through, and there's very little available. 21.20 now just went through. That's being nibbled away at. There's 3,600 at 21.50. It's the only size of selling. There's only selling other than it's 1 and 200s. That's all I show. 21.15, 18. Right here, 21.20 got hit again. And they're coming up and taking out offers. 21.20 getting hit. 21.25 just got hit. It's creeping up a little more, sliding a little higher. Now about $1.15 higher than the low. 21.36. That's being taken out. 21.50 is 3,600 available. It's coming up here. 21.41. They're taking a run at that 21.50 block. 21.40 last trade. And watching here, 30 to 40 right now is where it's swinging through. 40 million, 200,000 done. 300,000 right there. So now 4,000 available, 21.50. We'll see if that stock gets taken out. 21.43, here it goes. 41.44, 45, 45, 46, for 52. It's gone. It's trading at 52. That 4,000 share block for sale is eliminated. Now the next block, there's 1,700 at $22. 21.53, 54, 58 right now. 21.58. We're moving higher on GameStop now. Buying is coming in a little more aggressively. The low was 2014. That's $1.15 ago, $1.30 ago. We're at 21.50 range right now on the GameStop shares. Just give you a little glimpse of what is going on right now. Okay, let's go here. Brian, I think I'll do it. Selling at twice at 11.05 would bring my average to 661, so I'd be buying the shares for 23.39. I'm happy with that. This is my worst case scenario. Max Payne is now 25 for this week. Dude, so I was late to the party with GameStop with one call. You may remember it was written for June at 10 strike. I got 150 for that. I rolled the 10 at a cost of 23 to an 11 Jan 2025 for 24. So I'm not sure where you're at on all of this, but so you gained $1 on it and you moved up. Okay, fair enough. Okay, 21.31, 21.39, 21.42 on GameStop, 4.90 on AMC. That's a new high. 4.98 actually was a high already on AMC. So it's actually up 26 cents. So it was up 36 cents, and 40 million traded on AMC. 41 million now on GameStop. 21.45 a share is what we seem to be doing at the moment. There's nothing available over 500 shares going up $1 from here. There doesn't seem to be, or at least 50 cents. There's nothing there. There's just nothing there. All right, welcome all to the show. I'm glad you're with us this morning, following this absolute war we have going on between, I'm sure, hedge funds and other parties. This is unreal. I'm really curious about this GameStop move to grab another approximately $1 billion. quite something. We have 403 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. The poll question now has 273 votes. I use these options to make money on GameStop. I do covered calls. 50% of you do covered call writing. Cash secured puts, 19% of you do that. Poor man covered calls, 22% do that. 8% of you use credit spreads on GameStop to make money on those contracts. Here comes the knock. Here we go. Here she comes. Here she comes. Howdy, man. How you doing?
Here she comes on the run with the burger in the bun and the order of fries on the side.
That's right. Thank you so very much. Ooh, we got the ham and cheese.
Got the
Ooh,
kind of hard.
baby.
Yeah,
There
ham
it
and
is.
cheese. There you go.
Thank you
And a
so
little
much.
Felipe stuck in there.
We got Felipe's in there.
Napkins.
Watch out.
And look what I remembered to bring.
You brought me cola.
Look
Thank
at that.
you so much, man. One-stop shopping today. You gotta love this. Awesome sauce.
So this
Absolutely.
morning
Mm-hmm.
on CBC Radio, because, yeah, I'm Canadian, I listen to CBC, they talked about GameStop. They did. They talked about how 2 years ago, how rapidly it went up, and never mentioned the short position at all. At all. Never. The only reason it went up was because Roaring Kitty introduced it to people, and so he is just such an influencer,
An icon.
on stocks. I mean, that's where his bread and butter was, of course. And they never mentioned a short at all.
Of course not.
They don't have time to explain it.
They don't know it. They don't understand it.
Well, I would hope this woman does. She's a professor of finance out of Toronto.
Mm-mm.
But it
No.
was. I was upset.
Jen was upset.
I was upset.
Here's something that'll make you happy.
Okay.
Cow tipper.
Okay.
Yesterday, I wrote a GameStop $40 covered call that
Yeah.
expires today.
Yeah, yeah.
I got $1.05 for it yesterday. I just bought it back for 7 cents. Dude, as of today,
That's
it's come in to 11.12 for the buyback. So I think now I'm going to try to bring it into 12s in October for credit. I might require some patience. Right on there, dude.
Always patience.
He's rolling.
Always patience.
RB rolled over September SoFi, put 30% gain, $7. Nice job. Big M. Oh, that looks yummy.
30%.
Parker, just over 20,000 puts will fall in the money if we close below 20 on GameStop. Brian, laugh it out. You know something's happening when CBC talks about GameStop.
Oh.
I mean, you know.
Yeah,
Deep value.
it's a slow Friday.
I bet you they won't mention the warrants on CNBC. They don't know anything about it. Bagel Babe.
Yeah.
Laugh out loud. Dr. Bruce is shaking his head about this, Professor. Bobby, if Auntie Jen is upset, we're upset with you. Laugh
There
it
you
out
go.
loud.
That's right.
There you go. Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's right.
Unhappy, don't even think about it. You'll be unhappy with half your stuff.
Oh, my God.
I just realized I didn't put sesame seeds on it. Oh.
Thanks a lot, Jen.
Thanks a lot. Are you even going to bother eating it now?
I didn't know why I'm here. I don't understand.
Think of all the starving children and eat it for them, honey. Eat it for them.
Unbelievable. Oh, my.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. CBC uses an economics professor to analyze GameStop trading
Yeah.
over the last 3 years. Yeah, as if this individual knows jack squat about anything related to GameStop. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if only they had a Canadian they could talk to.
If only.
A Canadian that talks about GameStop every day the market is open for the last 3 years about every nuance of GameStop's trading. Who is a Canadian?
That can explain in short
plain
position.
English what the hell's been going on. Oh, no. We're going to talk to some professor somewhere. Yeah. Okay.
But you know really what's on their mind, because this is our long weekend. It's the start of summer, which means in Calgary, what's it doing right now? Say it with me. It's snowing. And as the day warms up, it's just going to be rain.
A
Or is
slush
it
fest.
showers? It might just be showers, not really rain.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's 37 degrees in Calgary right now. That's your temperature. High today at 50. Oh, God. We go back there, what is it, a week Sunday?
Yes.
Look at that. 58 for the high.
No, you know what that is? That is open all your windows. Cuddle under your blanket at night. Oh, yeah.
We're going to be leaving 100-degree temperatures to go to 58, kids. And we delayed our return to the end of May, so it'll be warm then.
Well, we were still just too close to the May 2-4 that, and if it's snowing in Calgary, it's really snowing in the mountains where everybody goes to camp.
True.
But it's kind of, it's a ritual. It's a survivor thing. You get, oh yeah, I was camping the year of 2006. Oh yeah, I was out there. And we have people who camp all year. Because
idiots.
You can get the gear.
You're idiots.
You can do it. But yes. My idea is a nice little lake, paddle around, not get snowed on.
Big M says, no seats, take it back. Mandu number 5 just bought back 6 $30 June 14s at $2.60. I sold them for $8.10. Easy money. Brian Mandu number 5, boy, nice work. Bagel Babe, it's like using astronomy to explain astrology.
Yeah.
Richard Carlin, send it back till they can do it right. RB, rolled over one more SoFi put, sold 186, bought back at 133.
There you go.
Bobby Atkinson is going to write an angry letter to the CBC. Beach Boy,
an editorial opinion.
That professor deserves a complete Yoko's concert, doesn't she now? Brian, I might sell some more $20 cash secured puts for May 31 too. Why not? Haha, this is a monumental dip from 3 days ago. Liam Little is a new member of this channel. Liam, welcome to the program. Chillin' Uncle Bruce member. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the party, pal.
Nice
Brian,
to see you, Liam.
I am in Calgary and I have not seen any snow. It has been raining all night, though, so there you go.
No,
Liam.
See, they had various communities phoning in going, yeah, we got the flakes.
Oh, there you go. Liam Little, Uncle Bruce, I just subscribed. Thank you, my friend. Welcome to the party, pal. I'm glad to have you here. Richard Carlin, welcome, Liam. Aurora, it was snowing a few minutes ago in southwest Calgary.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Swear it was a radio station, not a TV show, or did I understand something wrong?
No, it's radio.
I bet a radio station is scared of the $400 price for an hour with you. Yeah, they can't afford to hire you. Mandu number 5, thank you, Brian. I'm still not happy with myself. Liam Little made some money from this GameStop malarkey a few years back. Just wondering how I can get in on the latest action. Oh, there's ways. Beach Boy Liam, he just crossed over the other dark side. A Jedi holding the bag for us here. Brian, Mandu number 5, you deserve the paddle. Thank you, sir, ma'am. Another. Oh my goodness. Welcome all to the program.
Thank you, sir. I would like another.
Goodness, what a day. Yeah.
Can you guys out there hear the dryer? I got the dryer going. I'll turn it off if you can hear it.
Can't hear the thing.
Okay.
No, I can barely hear it from here. There's no way this microphone is picking that up.
There you go.
Yeah.
It barely picks me up, and I'm loud and annoying too.
J-Boy, good morning all, and good morning to my VIT sis, VIT sis,
oh, good morning, J-Boy. That's right, he's my VIT bro.
My VIT bro. Brian, they're my two-time, what is it, my two $30 cash reports hit for 1105. Yippee, I'm having some fun here. I got them sold. Sell me shares for $23.39.
Yeah,
please, I dare you to do it. Give it to me. I dare you.
I dare you. Yeah.
Right on. Taking the money, moving on. Let's go.
Taking the money.
2048, below the day, 2014. 43.5 million volume. Okay. Those two cash secured puts at 30 for 1105. Those $18.95 a share. That's what he's willing to pay for the stock. That's all he has to pay for those 200. $18.95.
Yeah.
We're at $20.50. Thank you.
All right. I'm gonna go have coffee.
Okay.
Coffee.
Okay.
Well, if you're in Europe or Canada, have a lovely long weekend. And if you're in America, get ready for next weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna be nuts.
Gonna be
nuts. We will see you.
typical.
Thank you, Auntie Jen. Let you slip out. Fantastic. Bagel time, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with us. Great to have you with us. This should be a fun session here going through 43 million volume now on GameStop, 43.7 million. 20, 48, 49, 50 range, and you're going to see $1 and $2 fluctuations until the breakout the other direction. I just think it's going to go higher. If this was over, we wouldn't even have 40 million volume. We'd have 10. This isn't over. No, not at all. 479 on AMC, 480 now. The high of the day, 498. So it has been fluctuating between 439 and almost $5. AMC still up 13, 14 cents on the session. Apple is up 25 cents. Tesla's up 8. They're both green now. And following the market as a whole, right now looking at the Dow up 40 points, S&P up 1.3, NASDAQ down 2.8, oil up 7 cents a barrel. Okay, that is the story. NVIDIA is seeing insatiable demand for their chips. Insatiable demand is what NVIDIA is talking about regarding their products. Very interesting. This will keep things very interesting on the AI front, obviously. We have NVIDIA right now, believe it or not, down $8 a share, and they have insatiable demand for their product. So no matter what one says, sometimes the market goes the opposite direction. It's just the way it is. Unity is down a quarter, but AI is up 35 cents. Adobe up 73 at the moment. Welcome to the party, everybody. Glad to have you here. We have SoFi right now, $7.30 a share, up 18 cents. Thank you very much. We got Rocket Lab up 5 cents at $4.29, and we got 2065 on GameStop with Matterport down a nickel, 23andMe at the 60 cents, up about 4 cents. We've got, sorry, that's a third of a cent, only a 30% higher. Spire's up 17 to 10.08 at the moment, and SmartRent is up 1.5 so far this morning. Welcome to the show. Let's see what is going to happen here. Okay, back to there. All right, let's see. Literally, I just tuned in to see what's going on. Beautiful. Am I buying GameStop again? Splayer, Germans have whatever that is, a holiday too. Unluckily, I have to work 2 days in the next week, no matter what. Brian, NVIDIA, would it be best to put credit spreads after the earnings, maybe give it a day or two to settle? Yes, I would stay away until after. You want boredom. You want shrinkage. You don't want a stock going the wrong way. Yes, you want to be 100, 150 behind the market. Yeah, but after earnings, let the earnings be shown. Let the market react to it. Then position yourself and enjoy. Oh, yeah. Good morning, everybody, from John Hartshire. Let's take a look at the poll question of the day. And our thumbs up meter. How are we doing on the thumbs up meter? 416 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Much appreciated. Welcome to the party, pals. We've got poll results coming in on the poll question, which is I use these options to make money on GameStop. 324 of you now. 49% say I make money on GameStop writing covered calls. I make money on GameStop writing poor man covered calls. 22%. 20% say I make money writing cash secured puts, and 9% say I do it on credit spreads. There's all kinds of ways to make money on GameStop, whether you own the stock or not. Well done, all. Brian, SoFi is looking good, Uncle Bruce. I'm in the process of moving my 2,000 shares of SoFi to my TFSA. I will start writing in that account for some tax-free cash. Did I mention this is fun? This is fun. Vladi, I'm number 404 on your thumbs up meter. Thank you. Lake, should I roll my closer to the money or further out of the money calls first? Look, if you're going to do your rolls, it doesn't matter. Sometimes, though, the market will give you a better fill on one or the other first. So go with what works and just, do partials of each. Just get into it. Brian, I just read an article about a congressperson is introducing legislation to try to dismantle the Fed. It's called the End the Fed. Interesting. There you go. Yeah. Good luck with that. I wonder, is that a Republican or a Democrat? Yeah, okay. 2088 on GameStop. We're going up again. A little bit of a buy move coming in. 4,500 available at 21. That's all. Other than that, there's 1 and 200s available. Really, not much available. 44.7 million traded already on GameStop today. 44 million. Brian, I bet 100 shares of GameStop that it's a Republican. Yeah, I think you're right. Gotta wonder about that one. I get a kick when I see these congressional hearings, and they are bringing in the top people from Google, Facebook, Amazon. They don't know what questions they're asking these guys. They don't understand the business they're in. These CEOs are just sitting there going, "You're wasting my time, man. I don't want to talk to fourth graders here. I have a multi-trillion-dollar operation to run here. What the hell do you want from me? You're wasting my time." I think the American people feel the same way. I mean, most Americans know more about the internet than their congressman does. I mean, come on. Unbelievable. Anyway, there it is. Stock Mo from YouTube was on the news last night talking about GameStop. Thank you, John, for that. Interesting, isn't it? 2056 on the GameStop shares, 479 now on AMC, up 13 centinos over there. Yeah. Just thinking about this CBC radio interview. In my day, you would call a stock brokerage firm. If you were the host of a radio show live, you want to get a handle on what was going on in the market today, a really bad day or something, you would call a stock brokerage firm in your town. You would talk to the branch manager of a stock brokerage firm, or you would phone Merrill Lynch Canada, or you'd phone Richardson Greenshills, and you'd talk to their research analyst. You would talk to people who represented retail investors and find out from these professionals how do you interpret what's happening. Today, the CBC radio station calls a professor of economics in some university somewhere that has no experience in the market. I mean, they were never a stockbroker. They don't know what the hell's going on. You want an explanation from a professor of economics? What's been going on with GameStop the last 3-4 years? Give me a break. I mean, how unqualified. I mean, jeez. That's our world. That's our world. Anyway, Liam, should I just buy single shares again? What's going on? What do I do? Brian, if you have enough cash, sell some cash secured puts. That's one thing to do. Liam, you've joined a channel where we love the GameStop story. We follow SoFi a lot and many others, but we do a lot of option writing here. And if you're not familiar with that, you're going to need to go to my website if you really want to get into this. And you may find this to be very, very profitable for you, but you're going to need to study up a little bit about options. head to my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. The link is down below here. Check it out. GameStop 3034. We're trying to hit a new low of 2034. We're trying to hit a new low of 2014 or lower. I don't know if we're going to make it, but we got 45.8 million volume now on GameStop. And we're watching these bid asks fly by here. 2030 on the stock right now. Mm, mm, mm. 2040 on GameStop. And personally, I think what's going on here, if you look at the level 2 trading, you only see 1 and 2 and 300 share stock positions for sale at various pennies going up and up and up and up. You don't see 10,000 available, 100,000 available, 50,000 available. You don't. There's an invisible wave of selling that's coming in. Now, this morning, it could well be Jefferies on behalf of the company. That could be happening right now, where Jefferies is offering this 45 million share block. We've got 46 million trade. Maybe they've already sold 20 million. I don't know. Or we have shorters out there who've got deep pockets, and they're trying to crush this stock to not get caught, which they were a couple of days ago with billions in losses. They're trying to protect their billions, and they're hitting the market without any order visible to the naked eye. Maybe that's what's going on. But on the other side of the coin here, no matter who the seller is and how many shares are coming in, someone's buying all this up. This stock all morning since the opening on the New York Exchange. This stock has been between 2014 and 2241. We have been in a range of $2.25. That's the only swing trading we've had today since we opened this morning, which tells me there is serious buying interest here for this paper. And if there is a group of hedge funds who are trying to catch these shorters that are based, these guys are buying from the offshore side, they're the ones buying up all this paper right now. And they're going, we'll take it. Yeah, you got $1 billion in stock, we'll buy it off you. We got 20 billion behind our bet on this thing. We're not interested in the stock going to 25 or 30. We're not done with it there. We're going to be done with it when this is in the triple digits. Maybe 150 a share, 250 a share. Because think about these guys. They're putting in billions of dollars since May the 2nd at $17, $16 a share, all the way up here to this 20, 30, 40 range, and now here at 20 something. They're not going to stop buying now. They're not going to be knocked off their perch either. And they have time on their side. They buy up the stock with cash. They own it. Anyone who's short this stock is short the stock plus the interest charge to carry the short interest. That's the meter that keeps running if you're short the stock. And so these guys who are long are going, yeah, we'll throw 900 million at you. We'll take all 45 million. No problem. We'll take it off your hands. No problem. Here, put it in your treasury, which makes them stronger because they now own stock in a company with $2 billion cash in the bank, and they're trying to catch shorters with a stock that will never go back to $10 again. Because if the company is worth $2 billion in cash, as it is, with 350 million shares outstanding, and the enterprise value of the company is about, say, $6 billion, that is another $18 a share. We may have a $25 book value company or approximate enterprise value for this company. And these guys who are buying this stuff, they're saying to themselves, we're buying the stock right now for less than it's actually worth. Because by the time we finish helping Jefferies raise that $1 billion they're grabbing right now, we've put the company into a $2 billion cash credit position. And we've put the company's stock value at about 25 a share for all the shareholders who are long this thing. So if you're a shareholder of GameStop, by the time today is done, your actual enterprise value may be approaching $20, $25 a share. That is what I think is going on in the minds of the buyers of this stock. Someone has bought up 46 million shares. Did you buy 46 million shares? Not retail investors. I mean, people buying 1 or 200 at a time. We don't have that many people buying 46 million shares today. No. We have some very large, deep pocket, long-term buyers buying up this paper going, give it to us, give it to us. We're going to keep the shorters on the hook. We're going to keep them from getting out alive. We're going to grab all this paper up. And these guys are in huge trouble. That could well be what's really going on here. And until Jeffries announces that the 45 million share offering is done, we're going to sit here. We're going to be in this 2021 level, 22 level. This is my guess. This is my personal opinion. That's how I'm reading this. The minute Jeffries says, yep, we did 45 million shares, and the company raised a total of, $978,228,000, whatever the number is, fine. You're done. There's no more paper coming from the company. The short position was not eliminated just because they issued 45 million shares. Had they issued 100 million shares today, that would have caused a problem. But they didn't. 45 million is it. I think this is going to be something. I think that I'm trying to remember when they did raise $2 billion 2 years ago at $154 a share. How many shares did they issue? You remember this? I'm trying to remember the old days. Oh, I'm getting old here. At $154 a share. If you issue 1 million shares, it's 154 million. Right? Okay, 10 million shares is 1.5 billion back at that time, wouldn't it? 10 million at 154. Yeah, that would make sense. So 10 million shares would be 1.5 billion. So what did they issue? 13 million, 12 million, 14 million shares, something like that. Back then, multiplied by 4 now with this 50 odd million shares today. Today, they're you go back 3 years ago with 45 million being issued today. That's like selling 10 million, 11 million shares. That's all they're offering is 11 million shares from the old pre-split days. This is a nothing burger issuance of stock. It's so tiny, actually, in a way, but it's at a much higher price than 2 weeks ago. Could set up for a nice little base here from to move on from. Anyway, we'll see. 2027 a share right now. 47.3 million GameStop have gone through the system. That's what I can tell you. That's official. That's what I see, and we're waiting for sometime, probably today, tonight after the bell, tomorrow, Monday pre-opening, in the first hour of trading Monday morning. I don't know. Somewhere around there, we may well see a press release from the company, an SEC filing by the company, and Jeffries confirming that, yep, we sold 45 million shares of the company for GameStop, and we helped them raise blah, blah, blah money. GameStop will then say, okay, we now have cash on hand of $2,120 million or something like that. And away we go from there. And to me, I go, all right, 5% interest on $2 billion is $100 billion a year in interest, $100 million a year in interest, $2 million a week in interest. So for the rest of this first quarter, still got a month or so to go, and the next 3 quarters for the rest of the year, we're talking about a company that will just in interest alone could generate 80 million in interest cash against losses and or adding to existing profits. Yeah, these guys are putting themselves in a good spot, a very good spot, actually. So the stock here, 2026, may not be here very long. Just on the fundamentals. The short position is another nightmare. That's where the upside could go nuts. So that's my take on it. I'm trying to read between the lines. Why would the company issue stock today when it had backed off all week from Wednesday down to here? Why would they now want to do this? I know the chairman of the company and the CEO, Ryan Cohen, doesn't pay himself a salary. So he's not a fat cat making $1 million a year salary and getting a bunch of stock at $5 option prices. That's not the case. So he needs the stock to go up in price. Why would you issue stock at these levels where if you were to issue a warrant deal, you could maybe run this thing? Again, maybe that's still to come. Don't put it past him. But, I'm thinking, well, maybe here's the place to raise $1 billion quick and double my cash position, and throwing all these naysayers for a loop. Because how can a brick and mortar company raise another $1 billion? Bed Bath and Beyond couldn't raise $50 from anybody when they were going under. How is it that GameStop can raise $1 billion like that at a moment's notice? No one is talking about this. No one is speculating on. No economics professor is talking about this. So I got to do it. I got to figure out between the lines what the hell is going on here. We're going higher than this. There are powers at play here that are deep into this stock already and have been now for several weeks on this latest run, and they're not done yet. But they'll let today slide by. Yeah, sure. They'll let the 45 million slide out. Oh, sure. Yeah, no problem. They'll pick up as much of it as they can, and then watch out. And that's where I think, oh my God, you want to short this stock and they got $2 billion cash in the bank? What are you, nuts? They got $2 billion cash in the bank. They're probably going to make $200-300 million this year with their cost cutting that they're doing. Interest income they're going to generate from this money alone. Basic logic here. Anyway, there's the initial reaction. There's the overall psychological thing. There's the whole negative article game that's going to be played on these guys. All this stuff. You have to let it happen. You have to relax. You have to sit back. You fold your arms. And you go, all right, long term, I see what they're up to here. These guys are fortifying their balance sheet. There is no way. There is a way they could get into many other businesses to diversify income sources all of a sudden with $2 billion in cash to make this move. I don't know what's the deal. We'll see what's going on. I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll be around. You'll be around, and we'll just see where this is going from here. I just get a kick out of these headlines. GameStop stock drops on plan to sell more shares. Sales update. GameStop stock plunges after profit warning planned stock offering. GameStop files to issue up to 1 billion common shares, 5 million preferreds. That is not true. The GameStop struggles, underperform rating, and challenges ahead. GameStop shares fall on offering. One shouldn't buy stocks just because they are going up, fund manager says. All of these negative articles again and again and again. This is your street reaction. This is so-called experts out there. They're all short-sighted. They're all incorrect. They're not issuing 1 billion shares. They're going to get $1 billion, but they're not going to issue 1 billion shares. It's just irresponsible reporting, inaccurate headlines. No one holds these people accountable. They don't fear the SEC legal division. They don't fear getting sued by anybody, which I also am amazed at, that GameStop could sue these people for damaging their reputation. But, I don't, what can I say? I'm just a guy in Palm Desert trying to get you to follow us and try to explain it in plain English for you. I do the best I can. Thank you all for being here. Nice to have you around. All right, what else is going on here? Brian, I just sold 2 more $20 cash secured puts, May 31s for $325. My average is now $282. Buy the stock for $17.18. Please sell me more shares at $17.18. Please make me buy it. Please make me buy this stuff. Well done, RB. I'm off. See you all Monday. Thanks, Uncle B. Brian, I heard of the strategy called the wheel from our local Warren Buffett, Alberto. I love the color red, green, and even gray. Sharon, media worldwide get their commentators from universities because they're available and they're cheap, not because they're knowledgeable. There you go. Brian, this morning I was just paid $2,850 to buy shares of a company I'm already long in. Happy Friday! Well done, Brian. Flint Creek, I just bought 300 plus. Blake, thank you. Blair, can it be that someone is buying it up here to get support levels for the next run? Brian, Flint Creek, nice work. Hopefully with the stinky bid there. Brian, 2,350,000,000 equals 571 a share in cash. Flint, I averaged one account down to $10. Brian, SoFi is so hot right now. SoFi is 732 up 20. Blake, you're better off calling someone from Reddit at this point. Alberto, Brian, facts, but remember, eat the red crayons as well. Who else is here? Brian, red and green and gray make brown, basically like eating cookies. We want more. Flint Creek, I'm a new member. I think Flint Creek has renewed her membership in the channel. And of course, I thank you for that. As always, gold bagel level upgraded, actually. Flint Creek is upgraded to gold bagel level. Thank you so much. Vilbus, the street will poop on GameStop reflexively. Beach Boy, crayons, Alberto, Brian, please remember this is a PG rated show, please. Brad, Uncle Bruce, I'm sitting on 250 shares at an average of 43. I didn't write any cover calls earlier in the week out of fear of the upside. Am I stuck, or should I write Jan 26s or just sit on these shares? What should I do? You've got a few options available to you. If you can afford to buy 50 more shares, you could then write 3 contracts instead of right now only 2. If you were going to write, say, to January 25 and you were going to write 30s, you'll bring in some bucks. Maybe if you write 2 contracts for Jan 30, you can bring in enough money to maybe get you another 50 shares. Then you can write a third one. I don't know. You might be able to use margin on your account to buy 50 shares, write 3 calls, knock down that margin debit to almost 0. That might work for you. That's a couple of solutions. Something else to consider is give the stock a little bit of time here, but keep an eye on the options market. Can you buy deep in the money calls on GameStop out to Jan 26, where you can sell your stock at 20, 21, 22, 23 and buy deep in the money calls for 8, 9, or 10? In other words, going from 250 shares to 5 deep in the money calls, allowing you to write 5 call options to bring in enough money to buy maybe 2 more deep in the money calls, which will let you write 2 more calls. You now are controlling 700 shares instead of 250. Have you taken my classes? Do you know what we're talking about? There's a lot of possibilities here. You could sell the stock theoretically, and you could turn around and write cash secured puts and do that strategy. Write a $20 cash secured put. You sell 250 shares, you could probably write 2.5 cash secured puts. As a matter of fact, with 2 secured puts written, you might bring in enough money to write a third one. There's another strategy. Or you could do a credit spread trade on the stock. So yeah, all 17 classes are waiting for you. If you haven't taken them already, those are your solutions. Tons of them. Swear, suing the USA is far more, as I heard, is tricky if you don't know lawyers in the States. That's okay, my friend. There's many of them. Alberto Flint, welcome to the Gold Gang. Beachy crayons are the way. I have apple pie scented crayons that they don't taste like apples, so I'll tell you that. Alberto, Brad, average down and right via premiums. There's that too. Indeed, all kinds of ways to play this game. Giddy up, everybody. Let's have some fun. Now, GameStop, as I am yapping away, is trading at $19.70 for the low, $19.98, $20 range. 50 million shares have traded so far this morning, as I believe Jefferies is getting through their offering all morning long. 2014, 2025, we're jumping around. We occasionally will get an attack. If you've tried to get some at 2001, well done. 2026, well done. 1976, well done. You got hit, you got hit, you got hit. Lowest 1970 so far. 2025, 2028 right now is where the stock is at at this moment in time. 51 million traded on the session. Welcome all to the program. Okay? All right. Flint Creek, I'm back, baby. Finished liquidating second company. I am full-time here right now. How about that? Giddy up. Welcome all. 2043, 2048 on GameStop. 2050 now on GameStop. There's a buyer coming in. 2055 on GameStop now. 2055, 2080, 2084 just came in. 84 just came through here on a buy wave. There's all kinds of buyers between 2011 and up. Tons of them who've come in who saw the $19 something trade. They're in here. They got woken up. 2060 on GameStop. There's offerings at $21, $5,300 at $21. That's all I see. Other than that, it's 1 and 2 and 300s available on the GameStop shares. Trading at 2057 just a moment ago. 55, 56, 57. We have not had a trading halt all day on GameStop today, by the way. 2050 right now. Now at 45, 46, as we are gyrating through all kinds of activity. Thank you all, and welcome to the program. Thank you for these thumbs ups, and also answering my poll question of the day. 2073, by the way, just jumped again to 2070s here. The 21 selling block is now 7,800 shares. Will it run to 21 in a moment and take it out? 2074, 77 now. 2077 just went through. Pardon me. Eliminating all that stock. We'll see what's going on. We have 447 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. And on the poll question, we have 393 votes now from option writers. That's how many have responded. 394 now. I use these options to make money on GameStop. People are writing covered calls, 50%. 23% saying poor man covered calls. 19% are doing cash secured puts. 9% are doing credit spreads. Well done, everybody, on how you're making money on this deal. Beautifully done. 2052, 2053 on the stock. There's 7,700 at $21. We just went through 2062, 2064, 2065. They're taking all that out. They're taking out the offers up to 2065 now, 66, 67, 68. That's all gone. Now 2069 just got hit. There's another, like I said, another buy away. 52.2 million, 2071, 2073, 74. That's gone. There's 2,380. We're trading at 71. There's 2,380, and there's 8,200 at $21 a share. 25 cents from now, all that would be gone. See if this wave comes through. Back and forth we go here. 69 and 70 cents a share, 2070 right now. Brad, thank you, you guys. Thank you, guys. Yes, I've taken several classes, and I'm still learning. Levels of learning, rote understanding, application, and then correlation. I think I'm at the application phase of things, or application phase of things. Brad, you got to get them all in there. You got to take the time to watch them all, and you will learn all the tricks that we have learned here, the rollover tricks and everything else. It is just available for you to score gazillions of dollars from these saps out here who are just getting creamed. Thanks up, thumbs ups, folks. Let's get above 500 for Uncle Bruce, says Alberto. Thank you. 2070 right now on the shares on GameStop. The low was 1970. We've bounced $1 off the low in 5 minutes. We're now at 52.5 million. And like I said, there's some available at 21. Whatever was available, there was a 4,000 block available before 21. That's gone. It was taken out probably in the 70s. We're now at 2065 a share. Going through quite a bit here at 52.56 million. 2069 just went through here. Looks like 2070 is next. And there's 8,600 at $21. That's the only block over 1,000 that I see available, all the way up to 21. And that's 35 cents from here. It would take nothing to take it out. Just went through at 72 now. We're trading now 73. A little more buying coming in here, a little more nibbling coming in here. 74 just went through, 75 just went through. 9,000 at $21 even available. We're at 74, 75, 77 has gone. Stock at 2077 has just been nibbled out here. We're really jumping around very, very quickly here at various levels. 66 to 75 now. Unbelievable. Thank you all. Cheers, everybody. 70, 71 again. There we go. The 71 is going away. It's gone. Stock at 73 is being taken out. 74 now is being taken out. 2074 is being taken out. That's $1 higher than where we were at 1970. Let's see here. There's a couple hundred at 74, 75. That's all. Just a couple hundred. Don't mind me. 466 on AMC, up a couple of cents. High of the day, 498. 2070 on GameStop, right at the moment, on 52.8 million shares. Thank you. Dude, thumbs up for Bruce. One, thanks so much, Bruce. And let's get this moolah. Have a great weekend, everybody. Dude, thank you, Bruce. Can't wait for the next lesson. $20 donation. Thank you, my friend. You're very kind, and I appreciate all of you who do these, whether you're doing PayPal donations that are sort of, not to be reported. I appreciate those. These that are public, thank you. You're wonderful. Thank you all. Congratulations, class option buyers. If you've been picking up these these lessons, well done. I am really excited for you. There's a number of you who have joined this channel just in the last couple of weeks, and you've already stepped in to get your classes going. By all means, try to catch up to us as soon as you can. If you can pick up 2 or 3 classes a week and start writing contracts, and one pays for the other, you'll just keep stepping it up. You'll make more money than you're going to pay to learn how to do this. Well done. And you'll do this for the rest of your life. Mandu, thank you, Uncle Bruce, for all you do here, Boeing Tiger. Yeah, I can't wait for lesson 28. I can't wait for that one. There you go. Well, we got 17 now. Got a few more to go. 2064 now on the GameStop shares. That's where we're at the moment on 53 million volume. 53 million have gone through now in an hour and a half. Welcome all, and thank you for joining us all morning so far as we've been trying to make sense of this offering and what's happening and everything else. Boeing, actually, I meant 18. That's all good. Class 18 is soon to come when I get home to Calgary. You'll get Class 18 coming up in the not-too-distant future. But catch up on the first 17 if you can. You can do a ton of writing here on all kinds of stocks. These gamblers are going to hand you money like you cannot believe. You just need to come and get it. Thank you all so much for your kind words. Thank you for those of you who have been reaching out to me with emails. Those of you who have questions on your trades, fantastic. If any of you need a one-on-one session, you want to get together with me privately sometime over the weekend or something, you and your wife, you and your dad, your mom, however you want to do it, let me know. Send me an email, and we'll see if we can schedule an hour or so, and we'll get together for a private session, and we'll review where you're at and where you're going to go, and we'll take it from there, okay? Thank you all again so very, very much for that. All right, just rolling along here. Working the activity level today, unbelievable how much is going on. Thank you for those of you who are subscribing to this channel. The subscriber growth has popped up about 500 this week. Thank you, new subscribers and returning subscribers. Much appreciated. Those of you who have been building and buying into the membership program, congratulations and thank you, especially you Gold Bagel members, Hamboy and Mr. Jonathan Ray, new Gold Bagel members. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you to those who are just joining in. Liam Little, of course, Flint Creek is upgrading to gold level. Thank you to JB56. Thank you to JMac. Stephen Chewy, thank you. Aaron Little, Untamed Viking, Brian's Options are limited. ACOG, thank you. Blake, Kelly, all of you who have renewed rejoined and have come in here in the last few days. Much appreciated. Welcome to the party, everybody. Scott, thank you. Appreciate that. PayPal donation. Thanks, pal. Appreciate it. 325 is the number of, where am I at now? Hang on a second. Where are we at now? 300, 400. What's that thumbs up number? Here we go. Thumbs up number 447 is the last I saw. And the thumbs up number is 464. We're 36 away from 500. If you're able to hit the thumbs up button, thank you all. On the poll question, we now have 414 votes in, and people who are writing options to make money on GameStop, 51% are using covered calls, 22% are doing poor man covered calls, 19% are using cash secured puts to make money on GameStop, and 8% are doing credit spreads. And I thank you all for popping through and helping out with us. It is very much appreciated. Thank you for being here and joining the party, pal. Okay, there you go. I'm going to pack it in now and get a little bit of rest. I've been on the air for 3 hours, 10 minutes, and appreciate you all. Have a great weekend from Splair. Deep Value Options. Uncle Bruce is the best. Always be writing. Says, I'm number 463, buddy. You're going to get 500 thumbs ups today, no question about it. Thank you all for helping out. Thank you for the super chats. Congratulations, class takers. And well done, option writers, especially some of you who have scored some nice returns here. Well done. We're at 2041 on the shares of GameStop. The low of the day, 1970. The high, 2241. That's $2 higher from here. Volume now 53.64 million. So it looks like 100 million share day might be the number. But things can change dramatically at any time. The minute that Jefferies and Co. announces that they have completed their offering of stock, all bets are off. What happens next? It won't go lower. I can tell you that. The stock will not go down after they stop selling stock. It'll go higher. So if you're going to write cash secured puts, you want to do it now while we're down in the low 20s at 20. You want to do it here and lock in some real nice premiums, whether you're writing 15s, 16s, 17s, 18s, 19s, 20s, up to 25, up to 30. Further out you go, the more you're going to get. And I'd recommend go further out, actually. January 25, I'd look at those all over the place, and I would take in some serious premiums. They are making it so easy to be a cash secured put writer, very juicy on the returns. I would grab this money. Credit spreads, yes, you can do credit spread trades on put credit spread trades on GameStop. If you've taken my lessons on that, you can have a field day here. Absolutely. Join me again on Monday morning. I'll definitely be on Monday morning. You never know if I'm on later tonight or not. I might be on at the bell. I don't know. It all depends on just how crazy things are. And if over the weekend something inspires me to make a video, I might make one of those. You never know when I do something next. But in the meantime, everybody, enjoy the upside here. Enjoy the mobility, the movement, the volatility, the whole thing. If you're an option writer, you don't care. It's just movement. It's nothing personal. I'm here to make money on the movement, and I'm learning how options work. Thank you all. If you have any questions on any of this, send me an email. In the meantime, all the best to you and your family this weekend. Enjoy yourselves, relax, get ready for Monday morning for another fun time. Have a good time for the rest of the session today. And thank you again for all of your support of this channel. Thank you, JJ, Richard Garland, the Big T, always be writing deep value. Thank you, Splair. Thank you, Boeing Tiger, Hamboy, of course, TJ. Thank you, my friend John Anderson, Stuart, Lonsdale. Thank you all for being part of it today. Always be writing neat. That's right. Thank you all. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe today and become a member if you can. And we'll see if we can help you get richer. Okay, everybody. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. It's Bruce and Jen saying goodbye from Palm Desert, California. We'll see you between now and Monday. We'll do this again and keep it going, everybody. Thank you. Have a great weekend, Brian. Thank you. Hamboy, thank you. Big E. Neat. Brian, yep, there it is. Thank you, my friends. The knee emojis are coming out. You guys take care. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.